Alright. Oh, whoops. Need to get collab stuff open. Yep, okay. So I'm over here. I also need to go to Boogie. More mode here. Alright, great. We're set. Music look like it's good. Don't need stream beat. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Alright. We're set? We're good? Yeah, we are. So then, let's go ahead, take our swig. We'll be set. Hold on. False start. False start. Minus 5 yards. Bring it back. Bring it back. Hey there, heroes! My name is Hero Girl. I'm your friendly local neighborhood hero tuber, and this is Final Fantasy Friday. It's that time of the week where we log in and we play Final Fantasy with our good friends Frons and Nyx. Except Nyx is going to be missing this stream and next stream. Got a couple of things that she needs to take care of, some personal stuff. Which means that we're going to have plenty of time to do some more blue. Gonna do some more blue beat it up. And also, real quick, getting through all of the pre-game stuff. Alan, thank you so much for dropping the lurk. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And also, chat, don't believe Twitch. Don't believe Twitch even for a second. It might say it's my stream anniversary, but that's a lie. It's like the first time that I went live on Twitch, but I was doing test stuff back then. It doesn't count. It doesn't count if you're just like, you know, doing streams and stuff to like figure out how everything works and not doing like real actual stream stuff. So don't believe it. Not even a little bit. My streamer anniversary would have been last month during July, but like, I just haven't been doing anniversary stuff at all. So I'm not even a proper like I'm not even like a full-time VTuber. I don't do the big funny stuff like Jess or anyone who's actually into doing the streaming stuff. I come on, I hang out, I yap, I go on tangents, rants even. That's why you're all here. Allegedly. Possibly. Hopefully. And Lucky, thank you so much for the 100 biddies. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Also, thank you for gifting those to Jess yesterday. That was very much appreciated. Anyway. So, Friday, we're not doing daily grind stuff. We're doing actual gameplay stuff. So even though I have like a whole Wondrous Tales I need to clear out, and I'll probably be able to start clearing that out tomorrow. Even though I'm like really close to finishing off PvP for good, I am just gonna keep doing what we're gonna be doing. So we're gonna go ahead and finish off the capstone for Dark Knight here. We're gonna finish off the capstone for Dark Knight, and then we're gonna take care of... I don't know, probably Warrior next? Probably Warrior next. So, without further ado, let's vamoose. Let's see, that's also in Foundation. Actually, hold on. I just remembered. I probably have like an inventory full of like just junk. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. Alright, we gotta go clean up our inventory first. I always have to clean my inventory. Maybe I just need to like settle down. Maybe game time actually need to be more Final Fantasy 14 stuff than I initially thought. Trust? No? Okay. Okay, good. I've been playing a little bit of a bumpy ride, and I've been playing a little bit of Lies of P on the side, but not like a lot. Mostly my extra hobby time has been focusing on like watching videos on YouTube or painting. I did a lot of painting this week. I will go ahead and take that. So like as far as gaming goes, I haven't had a lot of incentive to like go back to the office for it. But considering that I'm also coming down of a huge rush where I've swallowed... Did I just teleport back to... Chat, I just I just teleported back to the exact same location I was. Let's try that again, shall we? Bringing up past anime trauma. I mean, like, I don't know what. Like, you're referencing the fact that I asked who remembers Welcome to the NHK in the server, when, you know, I have no way of knowing that other people were that adverse to it, right? Like, I knew it was a difficult anime for some people to watch, and for a lot of people, they might even think it's just outright boring. So I wasn't expecting, like, you know, a fanfare welcome by any means. At the same time, though, I really wasn't expecting, wow. Wow, this show is, like, so difficult to watch that I could only ever watch it the once. That's it. And hold on, what? Lizard? Lizard. I just wasn't expecting that strong of a reaction, you know? Like, Nick's actively disliking it. I understand perfectly fine. But for people to say, like, oh no, that this was actually like a really, you know, difficult thing, and to the point where I really should not be watching this when I'm in a bad spot in my life or anything like that. That was well, that's just part of the human condition, I guess. Definitely a struggle to watch, but I did finish it. I mean, like, yeah. Hopefully everyone understands, like, what your limits are for, like, what you can and cannot watch, and what you should probably be dropping at some point if it's too much for you. Like, that's always appreciated. But also, like, that's probably, like, really telling about me, then, that this is a comfort show, you know? Like, if you chat, if you the audience, if you the viewer are watching me, enjoying hanging out and anything like that, if you understand that Welcome to the NHK is a comfort series for me, and why it's a comfort series for me, then you probably understand me a lot better than the casual acquaintance. Anyway, we've got a capstone here. Level 60, Absolution. Sid seems strangely at peace for a change. Countess Istrid's missive arrived while you were away, but to meet her in the Western Highlands, away from prying eyes. She's gone to great lengths to conceal her husband's deeds, so it comes as no surprise she'd prefer to settle this in secret. Themora, I don't know what's waiting for us out there, but all should happen to me. Pray, keep Riel safe. Right then, I believe she wanted a word with you before we left. It was a long time ago. Watched it on Hulu of all places. Not sure if it's still legally streaming anywhere now. It was owned and dubbed by Funimation originally. I have a small box set release for it. But for the longest time, I only ever had, like, ripped DVDs. Like, I had a friend's copy of the series, and so I had copies of those. Except for, like, the last disc. So, like, there was a time period where I watched it, like, 3 or 4 times without ever actually getting to see the last 4 to 5 episodes. Then I got the full box set of Welcome to the NHK, and I managed to finish it. And I just keep doing it. Not Funimation, it was ADV Films. Was it? Huh. I thought I remembered because I thought I remembered the, I know Greg Ayres voices one of the characters. And I thought Chris Patton did a lot for them too. But then again, that's probably not, like, surprising that they would get around. Maybe Funimation handled, like, the distribution. We wouldn't have made this far without you, Themora. I want you to know that I'm truly grateful for the time we shared. You, Sidurgu, and Frey taught me so much about the world, about what it means to fight for another, and what it means to fight for yourself. We're gonna finish this together, the 3 of us. Naught else to say, really. To twin pools, then. Let's not keep the Countess waiting. Alright, and then, yeah, we're just gonna... wanna potentially be able to finish the warrior quest line today. We don't have any plans to, like, bring on a ton of people, but maybe people will be there. I don't know. So, like, I don't know. So here's the thing, right? Anytime someone says to me something along the lines of, I like things that are darker, edgier, things that are more serious or grimdark or things like that, it always feels like they're kind of talking out of their ass, like just a little bit. Like, I don't know. This is definitely more of a me thing than anything else. But I hear someone say, I like darker stories and stuff like that. And my initial impression is, so? Like, what? Okay. What about it? What about it? And I push back a little bit against that because so often it feels like it's a it's not like trying to say it's a way of like showing off. It definitely comes off as like a way of trying to prime the audience for, oh, okay, you're probably not like really into the stuff that I'm into. This might be a little much for you. That sort of thing. But you just, I don't know. Maybe I'm just built different. Maybe I'm just built different because the things I like tend to be fairly slow and depressing and stuff like that. Like, I loved reading Chainsaw Man Part 2, and Frons called it misery porn. And that's very much a taste type of thing. But like, I was eating that shit up. I was eating it up so good. Like, oh god, my brain was just absolutely hacked by Part 2 of Chainsaw Man. But then again, I've also had people say that when I write my characters, I tend to put my characters through hell. When to me, it's just kind of like, normal character drama. So who the fuck even knows? Who the fuck even knows? Seems we're here early. Well, it's not as though I have pressing business elsewhere. Enjoy a moment of respite with me, Themora. Moment of respite? Moment of respite? EX. Relaxing, EX. Neurotic girlies challenge. Challenge level when? Challenge level impossible? You came. A wise decision. Have his eyes, his nose, his lips. Every time I look at you, I see more and more of him. Sicken. Riel is not her father. And you had no right to punish her for what he did. Who are you to stand in judgment of me? I have every right. I bore that monster in this world, and by the fear I shall send it to the 7th hell. If you're so bloody fond of it, you can follow it there. Just us now. No one else. Remember Frey's conjury. Protect us and we'll protect you. Right then. Small child with a stick. Small child with a stick versus giant lizard man. Who's gonna win? Who's gonna win? Who would win? One small lizard or one small woman with a stick? Yeah, fear the face of the heretics. Face forward, I say. Just how many did she bring? A lot. A lot. Forward, bring me her head. The fury wills it. Have you no mercy, mother? I mean, this is part of why I like gearing up before I do all these job trials. Just get to rip through everything. Kill them all! Kill them all! Wow, that's like so many. Honestly, I really shouldn't even bother just dodging. Like, they can't do any damage to me, realistically. It's a little bit of an issue if their AoEs hit Riel, but like other than that. Anyway. Oh, hello, and see us to victory. Grant me the strength to strike down this foul creature. See? You just get to, like, rip through it. This is great. This is what gaming's all about. It's about getting big level and then, crushing everything that's below level. Oh, hello, and see us the victory. Grant me the strength. Pray forgive me for my sins, for laying down with your enemies. Help me cleanse my soul of this taint. Girl, don't be talking about your taint. Rah! Lizard yell. Damn you. Get out of my way. Honestly, this is just the average for your friend experience. Why? Why? Why do you care so much what happens to it? Not the first person to ask me that. Once you might have understood. For everything that you are, that you have done, you are still her mother. Go. We shall not meet again. Oh, but we will. We will, knight. I promise you that. I will follow you to the ends of the world if I must. So long as it lives, I must. Don't you see, you fool? The Fury wills it! The Fury wills it! Yeah? How great your love for her. Far greater than you ever bore me. For a long time I prayed for forgiveness. I prayed you would take me in your arms and hold me as you did before. But I know that shall never come to pass. I will pray for you, Mother. You might find peace in her halls. Honestly, the character animations for, like, this quest in this scene are very good. Oh, Helone, receive of us this woman, your humble servant. Raise her up to your bosom and grant her glory everlasting. As the Queen of Hearts once said, off with her head. Oh, I guess we can't, like, render it completely off, so... What now? We go back to Ishgard. Together. As you wish. Would have been a hell of a time for that hand to twitch, huh? Alright, now we just go right on back to Ishgard, and that's wrapped up. After, like, months and months and months of waiting. At some point, we're going to get to job stories that I haven't done on my main account on Hiroko. And doing it with Themora is going to feel cool and fresh. Actually, Ninja's going to be one of those, because I really haven't done most of the DPS jobs on Hiroko, just for the simple fact that leveling up DPS is such a fucking pain. Like, oh god. I have to, this is why the daily grind exists, folks. This is why the daily grind is slowly, very slowly getting everything I want set up. Lizard? Lizard. Girl, that specifically, the actual play is fine. Well, yeah, the actual play is fine. But it's the grind to level stuff up that sucks. Just queuing sucks? I mean, queuing does suck. Actually, you know what? It's weird. The queuing itself is fine because I can do other stuff while I'm waiting for the queue to pop. There was a point where I was leveling up DPS in Realm Reborn where I was going around doing a bunch of gathering, and then queue would pop faster than I expected, and I was like, son of a bitch! So, the actual queue time, that much is fine. But when you have to do that like day in and day out, it's too much. Too much. But you know what, Jet? That's also why I got you here. That's why you hang out with me. It all seems so simple in retrospect. The moment I stopped trying to find the answer, it was right there. It was. All that anger, all that rage, born of a fervent desire to protect that which we hold most dear. So you're still committed to your path, then? And you, if you'll have me. You'll need to talk to me more. And listen. I can't stand the silence, you know. There's no shame in sharing the weight, Sid. We can bear it together. For ourselves and for others. Right then. You know, I just can't get away from these, you know, grumpy dad, youthful kid type pairings. Two of us will manage on our own, Themora. There may be others who know of Riel's heritage, and if they come, we will be ready. Granted, we could simply leave Ishgard, but that would leave the people at the mercy of the powers that be. I cannot do that now. Neither can Riel, I think. We all need a cause, so what will be yours? For whom will you stand? For whom do you fight? For whom will you stand? I fight. Oh god, we could go with like the Ike answer and say I fight for my friends. We could go with the Garland answer and be like, and do you believe in Eorzea? But like, there's no I don't know option here. There just isn't. What would be the option for Themora? It's been a while since I've really thought about this. It stirs within you, yearning to be free. Look within your heart and decide what sort of woman you would be. But mark me well, Themora. Without a flame, the abyss will take you. To walk the path is to suffer. To sacrifice. Justice demands no less. But we must never lose sight of why we chose to walk it. Gods help me, those muggles were onto something, weren't they? Yay! I get a coffer with job gear, and I get an ability. This concludes the Dark Knight quest for Final Fantasy XIV Heavensward. In order to undertake the next series of quests, you must first meet the following conditions. You must have completed the main scenario quest, The Far Edge of Fate. Once you have done so, the next Dark Knight quest will be available from Sidurgu. A Dark Days Night 2, number 5. Or Dark Days Night number 2, 5 points. There we go. For the first time in a long time, I'm not afraid to think of the future. And when I do, I find myself excited, perhaps? I don't expect it'll be easy, but that's alright. I've got Sid. You look to be in good health. Yay! How fare you and Riel? It would seem that the Countess's crusade died with her. No one has sought us out since that day. Even so, I do not expect these peaceful days to last. So long as there are those who prey on the weak and helpless, there will ever be need for knights such as we. But I worry for Riel. I cannot abandon her, yet I would not have her be a party to what will come. Yeah, you tell him, Themora. Her walk the path? But she's just a... Her life is her own. Make of it what she will. If that is her desire, then we shall discuss it. Stepped away for a sec, had to answer the door, but yeah, ADV Films had NHK. Then there was the big licensing debacle that ended up getting a bunch of ADV shows moved over to Funny. That might be why, actually. Because I'm pretty sure the box set that I have was distributed by Funimation. So it might have been a re-release. Anyway, I've got my Carven Spit now. There's another DPS option. Living Shadow, it's literally just like summoning shadow doppelgangers. Okay. So, we've got like half an hour till Frons shows up. And that's enough time to get started on part 1 of Warrior? Part 1 of War. Man, it's been a long time since I've actually had a chance to see this glam right here. This was a glam that I made at least a couple of years ago when I started doing the... when I started doing the Palace of the Dead stuff. When I was grinding through on Warrior, I was like, okay, you know what? We're going to do this. And I'm going to be streaming with Themora for like the first time. So why don't we just like, you know, do big, bulky armor stuff to help obscure her figure. Make her look bigger and thicker than Elzen normally are. And I love it. I still love the glam, right? But also because I'm not maining Warrior. Yep, once Funny got those licenses, they did their own releases. Go quick, because you don't? Because you don't what? What? Ron, what does that even mean? What does that even mean? Anyway. See, we gotta go to Costa del Sol for this, don't we? Pretty sure we do. You don't have 30 minutes? Oh, is Fron coming in hot? Oh, that reminds me. Hold on, hold on. Let me check something real quick. There's something here I want to show chat real quick. Something that's going to be here for only a couple of weeks. They got the party boat back! Yay, party boat! I mean, if I don't have 30 minutes, if Ron is actually just like going to show up like somewhat soon, then all the more reason for me to chill out for a second. Maybe even save the Warrior quest for next week. The important thing is I got something done. Like, look at this! Look at this! They gave a whole ass structure to us for the summer event. This started last year, right? And this is amazing because this is one of... They've really started upping the effort that they've put into these quests. Like, I'm used to these side special holiday events being, you know, a short 2-quest sequence where you talk to some people, you learn a little bit of history, you get a fun little gift and something like that, you interview some people, that's it. But now, Jesus, now you just like get a brand new playpen. Although it seems like it's pretty empty right now. Like, these are all NPCs hanging out here. Oh, except for this guy, apparently. That guy knows what's what. Huh. There's a climbing puzzle. Okay, let's do this. Ah, missed. I was aiming for the Namazu and I landed in the Koopa party. Lizard? Nope, cat. The fireworks are always pretty too. Oh, and you get to shoot off the cannons. Oh, hey, is that a new platform? Oh my god, I think they added a new platform. I wonder if that's where everyone is.
Yes, they did add a new platform. Because the cannons do something now.
Ron,
Also, AppLack, always be looking at chat. You said, I got 30 minutes, and I literally instantaneously reached out of the shower and typed, no you don't.
you said, go quick, cause you're don't. And I was so confused by that.
I literally reached out of the shower to swipe that with my finger. The fact that it was at all legible is a miracle.
The fact that you felt the need to do that while you were showering concerns me.
I didn't want you in the middle of something.
You were showering, Fron. This is not so important that you need to, like, you know, stop your hygiene. You know what I mean?
I mean, it took 5 seconds. It was really stopping.
You took 5 seconds and caused 10 minutes of confusion.
I don't think it was 10 minutes. That feels overblown.
I mean, better to overestimate than underestimate, you know? Gotta give yourself some leeway. Gotta be a little conservative.
So everyone, here is your one-time reigning champion of Tokusatsu trivia, Hero Girls!
What?
How does it feel to be a winner, Hero?
Feels weird, feels different. Not used to this.
I knew you were a contender.
No, they won as soon as I dropped out, Fron.
I knew you could be a contender.
Fron, they won without me. I was literal dead weight.
Nah. Heart and soul of the team. Your sacrifice made all the difference.
Fron, you're still wearing your referee shirt.
Yes, I know, because I literally just turned on my computer and I didn't turn it on afterwards.
You didn't get changed after the event?
No, I didn't. I went immediately to sleep. Actually, I went immediately to go build D&D, and then I went immediately to sleep.
By the way, I saw that stream went over 3 hours long.
I mean, this stream goes over 3 hours long.
This stream goes over 3 hours long, but it's a Friday, and I make the time for that. I was expecting Jess's stream to be like 2 hours, and you know what? It's my fault for not clarifying beforehand.
I apologize. I could have made that more clear too, because that was exactly how long I kind of expected it to be. Though he did skip two whole categories to do that.
I'm amazed at how much content Jess made. Like, truly amazed.
I mean,
but at the same time,
I am.
Yeah.
But I will also be tempered and say I am impressed with how much he can gab when he says he can't gab.
It's true. It's true.
I love you, Jess. I know you're not watching, but you might watch the VOD.
Possibly. Who knows?
Non-zero chance.
I streamed for 6 hours yesterday. Did you, Mushroom? I mean, that's a long time. I can barely handle 2 hours by myself when I'm just chilling and not doing anything in particular.
Yeah, but you wind yourself up, too.
Well, I wind myself... Wait. How do you mean?
You feel like you wind yourself up and get yourself more exhausted faster?
I mean, I'm definitely projecting a little bit when I stream because that's, you know, the entertainment I want to put out into the world.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with it.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. You can do, like, chill, no yapping streams or anything like that, but that's not really the kind of content I like to watch, so that's not the kind of content I want to make, you know?
I mean, I disagree. I think if you're going to stream, you should be yapping. Why is this? This is capturing 14, right?
Hold on, just to clarify, are you agreeing or disagreeing with me?
What was the statement?
The statement was, I like to project and yap because that's the kind of content I like to watch.
That was not the statement I was agreeing or disagreeing with. The statement I was agreeing or disagreeing with was you can just have a whatever stream where you just don't yap or don't do anything. And I went, no, I really don't think you should be streaming if you're going to do that, unless like at that point you're functionally just recording yourself. The point of streaming, in my opinion, is to have the interaction with chat. Otherwise, just make a YouTube video, I suppose.
See, I largely agree. However, I want to leave open the possibility that someone out there would find a way to make a stream like that work. Like, if you are literally just, no, we're just gonna like stream and hang out and chill, and this is just like, you know, hang out with friends or whatever, as opposed to like making content, then like, I don't know. I'm thinking about the edge cases and the exceptions when I make those qualifications.
Yeah, you're thinking about things that aren't what I'm talking about, which I mean, we both do that constantly. And you're right. If you're doing a veg sesh with friends and you're sitting there chatting, that's different. I'm talking about like you're sitting there not engaging with chat, not sitting with friends, just playing, streaming. Like, what's the point?
Yeah. Like
just make a YouTube video if you want to record yourself at that point. Like, and that's not even knocking it. Like, people can do that. That's a perfectly fine spending of your time. Just it doesn't feel like streaming is what you really want to do.
I think one of the better reasons to do it like that specifically is if you're doing like a speed run where it's something where you need to actually like lock in while you're doing it.
Yes, but that is different than what I'm talking about, though 100% correct. There are acceptable like lock in and don't chat at chat moments.
Yeah, but even then you would chat with chat between runs, you know?
Yes, yeah, exactly. Like that's why it's different to me.
Yeah.
Also, I can see you from the house.
What house? Our house?
Our house.
In the middle of the street, our house is surrounded by the feet of mouse. Wait, what?
Oh, I mean, I thought I dealt with that.
The fuck you go? Fuck are you?
Oh, because I moved over there last one.
Here, this is... Notably, Nyx is online, but as mentioned before, she will not be joining us due to life events.
Yeah, correct, unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately. Probably not next week either, which means, hey, you know what? We have more opportunities to clear some maps and get you taken care of with the, Oh, right, because I'm in fishing mode. Thought so. Probably not this week or next week for Warring Triad, which is what we want to be doing the next time that Nyx is available. But it does mean that we have a chance to get Frons more of his blue spells and also do some.
Also, I think that you and Nyx took me for a ride. I think you told me that we had to do the extreme trials to do those, which in retrospect makes no sense. So you definitely didn't, but it definitely feels like someone told me that.
So it took me a little bit to remember exactly what happened. What happened was I was looking for the option to do the Warring Triad, and I was really confused on why it wasn't spawning. So I
remember that.
So I speculated that what we needed to do were the EX trials that Una what's his face? Stupid kid. Whatever stupid kid was giving us at the time. But when that still didn't do it, I looked into it. And that was when I realized, oh, it only unlocks once we finish this patch story, because this patch story is what introduces Cryle, and Cryle is literally what you need to have in order to do the story, because she's involved, and it doesn't make sense if you can just like do it and skip over the introduction entirely.
Carol, why is Twitch telling me that you've only been streaming a year?
Not that it's shouldn't be doing a year. It should be like saying it's just like no, it's saying that you've been moderator for a year.
Nope. Right before that, it just says streamiversary, but the pop-up told me you've been streaming for 1 year.
I don't know. I don't know.
I was very, very confused by that.
Like, I was already telling chat, don't listen to it. That's a lie. that was probably based off of a test stream that I did forever ago. Like, my actual streaming anniversary was...
But that still wouldn't be like 1 year.
No, it wouldn't be 1 year. You are correct. I am already in the process of telling chat, the date for my streaming anniversary is already wrong. The fact that you found 1 year be on top of that is, yes, that is further wrong. I'm agreeing with you.
I am so confused. Not by you, but by Twitch.
I mean, I confuse
You do. You do. A bunch.
a lot. And I am in turn confused by you. This is a PvP-enabled friendship.
Yeah, but we both agreed to it in session 0, or somewhere along the line at least. That's what matters at the end of the day.
It really is. It feels like that's the one thing that's actually like helping the friendship stick together.
We both just were like, nah, it's fine. We can just beat this shit out of each other.
And we do, and then we forget that we've allowed this, and then, you know, feelings get hurt, and we have to, like, remind each other, no, it's okay, it's cool. Anyway, no need to have the...
Yeah, that's on you. That ain't on me.
Oh, yeah? Huh. I thought you were the one who sent the invite to me.
Oh, enable chat, not join the thing. Yes,
Yeah.
that one's on me.
Yeah, that one's on you.
Yeah, that one's on me. Oh, because I'm not live yet, that's why I can't.
Ah. Fireworks are so pretty.
Yeah, they're really nice. Also, to sound a little bit, I am live. Let me start Chair Chat. Chair Chat is enabled.
There we go.
Not to sound a little negative about it, but, like, of course they're gonna reuse the boat. I actually am super happy that they reuse the boat. Not in a jaded sounding way, because I absolutely would despise if they were making new assets to use once and then never again. That's a waste of their goddamn time. But they could be doing so many other things.
No,
like making us new clothes.
No, absolutely. This is not a I am shocked that they brought back the boat. It is a I am so happy and excited that they brought back the boat.
Yeah. Oh no, I didn't think it wasn't. I'm putting in my 2 cents that sound negative when it's really not.
It really does when you put it that way.
I know, but that was why I prefaced it, because it was like, it's gonna sound negative no matter what.
Ron is priming the buff on his PvP attacks.
So, I need my blue magic list, which is here.
Man, this is still just like wild. This mount is like probably one of the funniest things I think I've ever actually gotten.
What the heck is that one? I recognize it, but...
I think I got it from one of the Tombstone events? I don't remember.
If it was a Tombstone event, it's not one I've participated in.
Oh my god, I just noticed it has little kitty ears. Oh my god.
No, I think this one was from... Oh, you know what? No, it's not from PvP. They did add a new one to PvP, but it was the rabbit, I'm pretty sure.
Let's see. This is the Construct 6S. Go to Leminson.
Oh, hi.
Oh, hi. Oh, hi. Okay. All right, Fran, we're gonna be in for a fun day.
This is a new mount. This is like a newer mount, because I remember seeing posts about this mount.
It probably is a newer mount. I just have not been in touch with pretty much anything to be able to remember where it would have been from.
Yeah, I don't remember either.
But like,
Also, I really, really wish we could do Mass Carnival together. It is so awful to do by yourself.
well,
Especially with only ARR spells.
I think that's probably your bigger issue, is that you just lack the suite of spells that really make it fun and speedrunny, as opposed to
Probably.
painful.
Probably.
I remember checking out the. Okay, hold on. That's a pretty great glam. Hold on. Snapshot that.
That's not even a glam. I'm pretty sure that's their actual.
Yep, Machinist coat, Machinist
Yeah,
hat, Machinist
yeah.
boot,
That's
pants. Yep.
60% just their job gear. I mean, it does look good. It's just not a glam.
I mean, it could be it can. Here's the thing, though. It can be a glam thanks to the glam system update that happened
You know what
months
I
back.
Yeah. You know what I mean, though.
I do know what you mean, though. But okay,
because I do that all the time, looking at other people in their jobs, I'm just like, "Whoa, that looks so cool! What's that?" And then it's like, "Oh, it's their level 90 job gear." Well, I'll get it eventually.
Eventually. Okay, what was I about to say before I got completely distracted? Something. Oh, right. Whenever, when I started doing Blue Mage stuff, I went to the Blue Mage Discord to find out exactly what I could be doing at Realm of Warren levels. And the response was, well, you can kind of do like a stripped down version of the opener that we currently have because you have access to Garuda's Windstorm thing, Feather Rain. But generally speaking, you're going to be missing a ton of the really key spells until like Heavensward, Stormblood-ish. So yeah, I would. If doing Carnival Phantasm now is currently a pain because of the spell suite, I really wouldn't worry about completing Carnival Phantasm until then.
Well, the problem is I can't do any more Blue Mage stuff until I beat Azul Magia, and Azul Magia is just such a dick punch.
It is,
I
but
made it to like
doable.
halfway through the third round, and then died to the third round because I just could not keep my HP up.
Let's. I had a video guide with tips on how to clear pretty much any of the challenges. I did clear Azure Magic.
Yeah, oh, I'm sure I could do it. I just don't want to put the extra effort into doing it. Like, I understand all the gimmicks. The problem is the third round goes, let's have him alternate between the first and second round gimmick on top of covering the entire goddamn arena in AoEs.
You're not wrong. It is reasonable for you to put that part of the game on pause.
Yeah, like it's the AoE part that's the problem, not the everything. Well, and then just not really having damaging spells. Like my most damaging spells are all gravity effects that don't work on Azul Magia.
All right. So, which spells are we going after next?
Well, we're kind of running out of spells because I do.
I mean, if we're running out of spells, that's a good thing, isn't it?
I mean, yeah, to a degree. The problem is the only. Oh, actually, no. We are literally out of spells for me, technically.
Really? Already?
There's 4 spells that I have left that I can get currently. 2 of them require clearing Mass Carnival stages. Oh, no, sorry. Yeah, 4. No, 4. 2 of them require clearing Mass Carnival stages. One of them is from the Sea of Clouds, and the other one is Ravon. Wait, no, that can't be, because I don't have Featherstorm. Where is Featherstorm?
Okay.
Oh, okay, I see why. It's because the sheet doesn't sort right, because they start giving you multiple levels for the ones that are acquirable in other places, like Magic Hammer.
Okay, but I am also seeing that there's a few that we can get that I haven't gotten yet either. Like one in Kurth's
Remember, I'm
Western
only
Highlands.
55. Yeah, so remember, I'm only 55.
Kurth's Western Highlands should be then.
Yes. Well, those ones don't matter.
Don't they?
It's the dungeon ones.
Okay, yeah, the dungeon ones would be a little bit harder, but like I can always go like, well, I'm literally here to tank for you, right?
Hero, I can't do dungeons above 55. I can't do most of Heavensward's dungeons.
Right. I keep forgetting that no level limit doesn't stop you from having a level requirement.
Yeah, it does. It does for trials. It does for trials, but it doesn't for doesn't for trials. It does for dungeons though.
Okay. Do you want to run
really annoying?
Do you want to run a couple of treasure maps instead then?
Yeah, we can do that. I got some maps.
Yeah, because otherwise what we can do is we can just like head to the level 60 area and kill mobs, like let you tag them.
Yeah,
I can tank them while you spank them.
well, there's a whole bunch of mobs we can both kill for stuff too. Because there is like the stuff in Corthus Western. There's that. I don't have Glass Dance from Shiva. I don't have We didn't get Cact Guard last time. Howling Eye from Garuda. Condensed Libra and Magic Hammer we can't get because they're Great Google Library. Alpine Draft we could get from Sea of Clouds theoretically. Reflex we could get from the Churning Mists.
All right, let's go do some treasure maps first then, because these have been eating space in my locker for forever.
Okay, pop that map. Pop that map!
Kurthus Western Highlands, yay!
Of course. Oh, Western. Wait, no, Western.
Oh, it's just by the river bend.
No, is it just beyond the river bend?
No, I think it's actually like right before it. Oh, I think I know what it is too.
Damn, chat, she didn't get it.
No, I got it. I just chose not to acknowledge it because I have very, very mixed feelings about that film.
That's fair. There's a reason it probably won't end up in Kingdom Hearts.
I
Damn, this is the most fates I think I've ever seen in Corthus Western.
I hope it never gets added to Kingdom Hearts for various reasons. Hey,
I mean, oh, literally right there. Okay. I mean, to be fair, I think there's a lot of things that they could do with it, but it would also be very samey because it would just be like, Deep Jungle and the Hunchback of Notre Dame plane that I do not remember the name of because it's from Dream Drop and I've played Dream Drop once.
The only thing I really like about the movie are how catchy some of the songs are.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's Disney Renaissance era music makers, so... Damn, no portal. Ah, well. Like, it's just... How do I say this?
Was it Impulse Draw?
There's plenty of issues and critiques about the actual, like, subject that's being handled.
So how do you feel about the fact that Nomura is just making Versus 13 finally?
Wait, what?
So, this is technically subject to finalization of the game, but the soldiers that show up in the most recent Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer are one-to-one identical with the soldiers from Final Fantasy 15. It's probably asset reuse, but theoretically it could also be recycling Versus 13 concepts. Because
Ron, I'm
Quadratum...
gonna stop you right there and tell you that you're gonna need to build up some more context because that is, I can feel my gray matter leaking out of my ear.
You don't remember Final Fantasy Versus 13, the predecessor to Final Fantasy 15?
No, I don't.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate. Yeah, Final Fantasy Versus 13 was the original predecessor to Final Fantasy 15 because it was supposed to be part of the Fabula Nova Crystallis series. Well, this is a problem. It's supposed to be part of the Fabula Nova Crystallis series, which 13 forms the majority of, along with Type 0. Except it took too long in the oven because Nomura was running every single project at Square at the time, to the point where it eventually turned into Final Fantasy 15, and it's kind of why Final Fantasy 15 is a semi-complete mess of a game.
Okay. That was the thing that got mentioned in that Noctis Final Fantasy 15 Commander video that I saw that one time.
Probably. But Yozora, the new character for that was part of the game and the thing in in Kingdom Hearts 3 is just Noctis Sora.
Huh.
Oh, I already possess a Timesworn map. Oh, well then. Oh, well that's super convenient.
Let's get... Looking at Front. What do you see with your tall man vibes? Hi, here we go. Hi, Teddy. What is this thing that you made out of magic with impulse magic? Also,
No, I made the comment. Did they make impulse draw?
Oh, it's something. Well, hold on. Impulse is already like a card selection.
The spell or the mechanic? I use mechanic in brackets there.
So like it really additional context required because like yes.
No, I'm saying, what do you mean? Or did you mean one or the other?
I'm talking about the card impulse as opposed to the mechanic impulse. Like impulse, the spell is a 2-mana instant that gives you some card selection for the top 3.
We are still here.
Versus impulse, the mechanic, which is just exile the top card of your deck, and then you can play that until the end of your turn.
Isn't it? It's shift right click or shift click, isn't it? Oh, there it is.
I mean, I made it impulsively. Man, Magic just like has this problem where sometimes words mean things, and then other times words don't mean things.
Oh, Teddy, I knew what you meant. I was making a joke.
I wasn't.
Oh, hey, Aegthros.
Oh. Yeah, we got it.
Yes, we got him, Hero. Don't worry.
For whatever reason, he wasn't in my line of sight for some reason.
Oh, okay, that's what you meant. That comment makes a lot more sense now.
Yeah. Oh shit, I forgot. I've got crowns and stuff because we're in the overworld.
Yeah, you got a whole bunch of new fancy skills you don't get to use.
Yeah, I do. Ooh, what is
Jord,
this?
God of Winter. I have always danced around the idea of making a snow permanent deck, but until Kaldheim, I never really felt like there was enough cards for it, or that warranted playing it, and then I also skipped Kaldheim, so I'm always picking up singles for it instead.
Well, they did add other snow permanents in Modern Horizons 2.
3.
Was it? No, Modern Horizons.
Or they actually might have been both. Might have been both, because I know there's some in 3, but I think you're 100% correct. There's a bunch in 2 as well.
What snow permanents are in Horizons 3? Because I'm having a hard time remembering any.
Oh, maybe it's just snow-covered full arts. Maybe they just included snow-covered full arts in there to, juice the supply.
I use snowlands and monocolored decks very often. Radine has entered the chat.
I bet you use oh my god, what's the stupid imprint a land mana doubler?
Oh, the fucking interplanar lens.
Interplanar lens that when you stick a snow-covered basic under it, it doesn't affect the non-snow-covered basic.
I mean, if you're doing a commander, then yeah. Like that.
Well, yeah, that's the only place I've ever seen people do it. Hey, did you get a copy of Landlords?
Ooh, I did.
Okay, it is a guaranteed drop from that then.
Excellent.
Do you have either of those crafted?
Let me check real quick. These, I do not have the Sky Lords crafted.
No, never mind. I don't need to trade you this one. Do you have two?
Yeah, I've got the Landlords, but not the Sky.
Weird. Wonder how that happened.
Was Modern Horizons just the fill-in set for most decks?
Not really. I love the Horizon sets because they're always they're places for them to experiment with new things or expand stuff that they haven't done a lot with because of design space and what sets they've been doing. So like Modern Horizons 3 was a whole bunch of Eldrazi because they didn't really have an opportunity to do more Eldrazi.
They also did a lot of energy stuff, which yeah. I hate Modern Horizons so much, though. I hate it so fucking much. I appreciate what it's trying to do, but those sets have just completely borked Modern every time they've come out with one.
Yes, I do not like them from an actual competitive standpoint. I like them from a commander standpoint.
Exactly.
It's the same. It's the same issue with like Universes Beyond, where I love the idea of Universes Beyond, but I think it's better when it's relegated to a set like Assassin's Creed, because they can just do whatever they want with the power level of the set. Because they only have to worry about Legacy and, well, I mean, not whatever, but they only have to worry about Legacy and Commander.
Well, remember, the Assassin's Creed set not being, like, playable as its own thing was part of why...
It is.
No, it's not. It wasn't made to be draftable. It was more like...
It wasn't made to be draftable, but it has a whole bunch of its own pack v pack formats.
Pack Wars is not a format, Fron.
They have three different rules cards for different pack wars you can play in that box.
Congratulations, that's fucking Pack Wars. That's something that you don't have to balance for. People play Pack Wars because they have loose booster packs and they want to do something with the packs besides just crack them for value. They don't go out of their way to F&M and say, hey, we're just going to buy packs and do Pack Wars. They want to usually, mind you, do draft and or sealed with those packs if they're going to play any sort of limited format at all.
Damn, I've been to some weird locals then.
You do have some weird locals if that's explicitly
those freaks want to do pack wars all the time, and I never understood it. I was like, maybe I'm the weird one.
No, you are the normal one. That is incredibly weird of them. Like, most people aren't like thirsting for pack wars. I couldn't make the deck a historic deck at first, but like I usually do because of the Dark Depths. That's right. From what I understand, Teddy's primarily an arena player right now.
Can't make the deck a historic deck at first because I usually do. I mean, Dark Depths is super fun. Also,
Dark Depths is fun.
Dark Depths is on Arena because of Avatar.
Yep. And I hate that I can't make the original because then my Merit Lodge token is still a goddamn Boy in the Ice avatar.
Oh, that's really frustrating.
Yeah, like there are some cards that have gotten their original art because they're in the cube.
Also, wait,
whatever.
is it literally called Boy in the Ice token?
No, it's called an avatar token, but it uses the Boy in the Iceberg art for it.
That's interesting, because that's definitely not what it's called in the physical card game. It's just a Merit Lodge token with different art. Like, it doesn't even do the name under name thing for, like, the Walking Dead stuff or whatever.
It might be a Merit Lodge token, but the issue is, like, because I only ever see it on Arena where I'm playing it, then I only ever see, like, the type line, so maybe that's why I'm thinking it's called Avatar or whatever.
Oh, well, no, Merit Lodge is an avatar.
Yeah,
it is an avatar creature type token.
Yeah, I'm probably just assuming that it was called Avatar or something. I don't know. I'm getting discombobulated.
Yeah. I mean, I would totally believe that they would actually change the name of the token on Arena, because it doesn't matter as long as it's functionally a thing, because they could also do, if somebody says, you know, the Boy in the Ice token, then it would also cover Merit Lodge if they needed to do, like, a naming a name card.
Merit Lodge is a fun card to play with. Like, the fact that Merit Lodge is on Arena now makes me happy, because now Titania actually has a harder win condition than just meld and transform. And I am talking about the Brothers War version of Titania, just for clarification.
There's another meld card in there other than Urza?
Yep. I mean, Urza and Mishra both got meld cards, and then so did Titania, so that way all 5 colors had some...
Mishra got a meld card?
Yeah, with a Dragon Engine.
Fuck, I need to go pick this up.
It's honestly kind of sick.
I love melds. It's the reason I have a binder that has foil copies of all the OG meld cards in it. I love meld so much as a mechanic. It's so cool. Thank you. I was just slapping slapping self-healing.
Yeah, I gotcha. But also, like, you're so right. I love the meld cards. Some of the designs are... Well, actually, meld isn't one that they've done all that often, so...
They've done it twice?
They did it once in Eldritch Moon. They did it again for Brothers War. And then Fane and Vanille got a meld card because, you know, They're special.
Oh yeah, Fang and Vanille did get the meld card. That's right. Technically, it did. They have done it 3 times.
Yep. So in
I just appreciate.
in Eldritch Moon,
Oh,
it was Brazella, where you had Gisela and Bruna doing the fusion dance ha.
And
You had the Heimwar Fortitude, which was a rare, and then you also had the rats.
Hanwar Garrison and Hanwar troops, and then you had Chittering Host as the third one.
Yeah, but Chittering Host was a common, so like, you know, it's not really expected to be a particularly constructed worthy card.
Well, and none of them were playable and constructed. Actually, Hanwar Garrison and Hanwar troops or Hanwar Militia was almost playable in standard, just because they weren't absolute shite.
Right, but constructed is also more than just like your 60 card formats.
Yes. Woo! Let's go.
Yeah. I'm just waiting for Arena to get life from the loam. Once that happens, my Lance deck's dreams are finished.
That's not on Arena already?
Nope. No, we don't have any of the dredge cards yet. It'll come at some point. I believe in it.
Oh, I guess that makes sense.
But also, you know, dredge is still fucking busted, so...
Wait, but you have, like, shenanigans.
We have shenanigans, but, like, remember, Arena is the tail that Paper shakes. So, until Paper decides to put life from the loam on a bonus sheet or something, it's not really a priority for Arena to port it in.
It's been reprinted.
It's been reprinted in Commander decks.
Card. No, it was... Well, okay, I guess it was a Master set, but it was reprinted in Eternal Masters, which... I'm pretty sure there's a bunch of cards from Eternal Masters that are on Arena.
They might be on Arena, but that doesn't mean that Eternal Masters, the set, was ported onto Arena.
Wasn't that one of, like, the remaster sets they made for Arena, though?
Nope. Eternal Masters was an Eternal format reprint set. In the same vein...
No, I know, but I thought they made, like a remastered set for it for Arena to put some of the cards in.
No, you might be thinking of the Pioneer Masters.
I'm thinking of something like... It's not Pioneer Masters specifically, but I'm thinking something like... Also, hi, Argus.
Big man, big man.
Yeah.
No, Arena got Modern Horizons 3, and Arena also had a digital-only set called Pioneer Masters to help bring the Pioneer Light version of...
Please do not get yourself killed.
Ron, I live in a capitalistic hellscape. I have no promises. Anyway.
I just watched you get smacked by the 100-ton swing.
Dream anniversary. Everyone needs to stop congratulating me on an anniversary that doesn't exist.
No, it does. It's just not the one that you want to honor.
No, it's not. It's not a real anniversary. At best, it's the anniversary of me learning how to put in a code for Twitch and launching OBS. That would have been a test stream, and that would have been this is a test stream. Do not ignore or ignore.
Doing a test stream's an anniversary. Like I said, it's an anniversary. It's just not the one you want to honor.
Well, if it's... Okay. Ron, why would... An anniversary would be a celebration of a thing, right?
That's the colloquial term of it, but an anniversary is just the remembrance of an event that happens. Most people use them to celebrate things, but that's not technically a requirement of it. Why are you in the middle of my goddamn screen?
Anyway. Right, Hero Girl? Right about what?
Right? As you say, chat.
God damn it. My anniversary was last month.
Just the fact it goes to down to 0 from 10 counters becomes a 2020 flying indestructible creature.
I mean, we already talked about how much fun Merit Lodge was.
Double gay!
It is double gay. Fantastic. By the way, chat, the promotion is still going on. So if you want yourself a rainbow unicorn in Final Fantasy 14, by all means, go ahead and just like gift three subs. 3 subs.
In fact, if you want to have all the ARR horses, you have to. See, it's in here. It's after Ice Horse before Kieran. It's part of the ARR horses. You have to get it if you want all the ARR horses.
It was either a snow deck or a spider deck.
Oh, these are new. What the heck? I don't think we've ever seen these guys.
Daddy, you're gonna have to drop a little bit more context for me, buddy. Also, I got 1 mummy on me.
I don't know why. I'm pretty sure I had AoE to all
You
of
got
them.
it. You got it.
Unfortunately, these are just the reskins of the generic ones that do the wide cone AoE or
Gotcha.
the narrow cone AoE, but still.
Yeah. But okay, so to continue my thought from last time. Arena got Modern Horizons 3. They did not get Modern Horizons 2. They had Pioneer Masters because they were very close to being able to support Pioneer as like a format with all of its popular cards and stuff like that. That was fun because it brought a lot of cards that I knew and loved that came out at the time when I was actively playing 60-card Magic.
Good old Modern Minus.
Yeah, back when, I was really excited about Farika. I'm still excited about Farika, let's be real here, but anyway.
Yeah, but you could play her with Cleopatra. I don't know what that gets you, but you could, and it would be thematic.
But other than that, they really haven't released any master sets. Like, what they do every once in a while is they will release anthologies.
Yeah, that's the thing I'm thinking of.
Yeah, but they haven't done that in a hot while, partly because I think they've been so busy coding the barrage of standard sets that WotC's been hitting them with.
Yeah, I could have sworn that insufficient inventory space. No, get back here.
I mean, that was my choice of impulsive deck ideas I would make. Either a snow deck or a spider deck. See, that's the kind of context you got to lead on, Teddy. That's the kind of context you got to lean on, especially in a Twitch chat.
What kind of spider deck? Considering there's like legitimately multiple different spider deck builds.
Yeah, it's funny. Right before Spider-Man came out.
Oops, all rights. Oops, all rights.
You honestly could have. There would only be like one real spider deck that you could build on Arena. But now you actually just can build multiple kinds.
On Arena, I imagine you only had the one option because you didn't have... are we going to get triple gay?
We did.
Oh my god!
Yeah, Ishkanah didn't come out until Pioneer Masters, I want to say.
Yeah, you would have only had Shelob.
There was an Alchemy version that came out, but neither one is particularly powerful. And here's the funny thing. I've always said about Shelob, you don't actually build Shelob as a... Oh, these fucking things that put you to sleep. Watch out. Birds.
How have we never seen these? What the heck?
Who even know?
Oh, I'm so sad this isn't called Polus Stolus.
I've always said...
These big,
Yeah. Oh, the Polar Scan. Okay. Oh, hold on. Let me trade places with you real quick. There we go. Anyway, I've always said that Shelob is not a spider deck. It's a control deck with a spider as the commander.
It's a green-black control food value deck.
Yeah, because like the spiders that are available on Arena, at least prior to Spider-Man set coming out, were just not good. They just were not good and not worth including in your deck. And they didn't do anything until Shelob was on board anyway. You could probably include like a couple of the Death Touch spiders, like the Deadly Recluse and whatever. Ishkanah was worth playing somewhat. But generally speaking, you're not going to be playing it like a typal deck.
Yeah, well, Ishkanah and Shelob are just were different decks anyway. Like, Shelob could play Ishkanah, but you weren't as incentivized to do it the other way around. It was it was the, air quotes, big problem with Spider deck, and by big problem, I mean not actually a problem. It's really cool to have a creature type in a thing with multiple options on how to play it, even in the same color combination with big legendary creature at the helm.
Yeah. So, no. Now, as far as snow decks go, you kind of have a few different things that you can do, but I'm hard pressed to actually think of what they would be.
It'd just be Kaldheim stuff. I don't think, I don't think Arena has any of the. They have a smattering of the other snow cards, but I think the majority of their snow stuff is Kaldheim related.
So like, I think there's the red-green uncommon that makes pillar stuff. Like,
yes, the one that is getting printed in Commander, Mystery Commander.
No. The one that was in Kaldheim.
Oh no. Sorry, the Mystery Commander one I'm thinking of is the
It might be the same
speed
character.
one. Oh, it might be the same character actually. I hadn't thought about that.
Yeah, it might be like the same character, but there is one that like makes pillars and stuff, and then it says like,
yeah,
you get a thing for paying a bunch of mana, and the pillars also make mana or whatever.
Yeah, it makes manaliths.
Yeah, it makes manaliths. Let's see, ooh, Dryad Sap or this stupid tree.
All the rights. Oops, all rights. Oops, all rights. What are the sort of Shelob? Shelob is a really good deck. It's just not a spider deck.
Yeah, it's just not a spider deck. I mean, like, you can well, see, that was before Spider-Man. I think you can actually play Shelob as a spider deck now, and it's not going to be bad.
Well, I think you could play as a spider deck before. It's just not really what.
No.
It's
before. It's like it's literally a numbers. It's literally a quantity and quality issue. Now there is enough,
yes.
okay to decent, like, spider cards that you can play in Shelob that you can actually try playing it as a spider deck. I still don't think that's the best version of the deck, but you can play it that way if you want.
This is going back to something Hero shared today in the Discord about like what your type of commander deck is, and my thought on that of like, it's frustrating watching videos like that because I don't gain anything from them, but it's because I have enough experience in Magic that I intuitively know things. So like I look at Shelob and go, oh, it could be a spider legendary because spiders are in black-green, or it could be like a green-black food control thing because spiders in black-green doesn't have the cards to support it, or didn't back when Shelob first came out. It definitely does now. So I'm looking at it going like, well, I think the most efficient way to play it is this. Or that's how I'm going to guess you'd play it, and then it'd be asking clarifying questions beyond that.
Mr. Commander means I have to make a Temur Odyssey block deck. I mean, do you have to, though?
Temur Odyssey... Wait, who's the two? Wait, no, red, green, blue.
Yeah, red, green, blue.
What's the Temur one in there?
It's probably just like... It's probably not like an actual Temur commander. It's probably one of the cheat cards, right?
Zergoka? Is Zergoka the land one? No, because that wouldn't let you play Temur. No, the actual which one's... What does it do? Because I remember there's a Temur card there, I just don't remember what it does at all. I remember that I was really excited about it also. Oh, so people already figured out that the, oh, god dang it, that the,
Don't worry, we'll axe the bot once we get there. You get it right? Teddy, I'm sorry. But, like, sometimes if we don't get a chance to answer a question, we haven't had a chance to actually, like, read it. And given the nature of today's stream where we are hanging out and doing stuff at the same time, we're not necessarily going to have the capacity to be able to scroll up.
Yeah, sorry, I'm trying to pay attention.
Yeah, trying to pay attention, but also, like, it is going to have, like, the, what is it? The general streaming etiquette of chat is that if your question or comment doesn't get responded to, just kind of, like, accept that it doesn't get responded to and move on. Maybe bring it up again later on. Maps? Yeah, we're doing maps, Rapik.
Quadruple guy? No. Unfortunately not quadruple gay.
Unfort.
Unfort.
What? So 1 in a teamer for a 4/2 with vigilance and trample.
At the beginning of your end step, each player may create a tapped land token, and it's saying, "Oh, it's the yeah, this one. The everybody makes land tokens." This deck sounds so interesting and fun.
Yeah. Also, just like as another note on like the comment stuff, sometimes I do get a chance to read the comments, but there's just a lot going on, so I may completely miss my opportunity to actually respond to it. And I generally am going to prioritize the flow of conversation and the flow of stream. Where did you go from?
Did you teleport? Did it not give you the option to teleport to the house with me?
No, it didn't.
Oh, god dang it.
Oh, well, it's fine. Anyway,
I just need to go somewhere with a drop off.
And also, like, this is a very strong example of part of why that some of the comments are not going to be responded to, because I have the ram of a goldfish. I am going to be on a train of thought, and it's going to be derailed at a 90-degree angle before I have a chance to actually even remember that there was something that I wanted to address in the first place. I appreciate the enthusiasm, and I appreciate the comments. Like, don't get it twisted. I'm not saying that, like, everything is futile. I am.
I'll be nihilistic as heck.
Wow, that's a change for you. You're usually so full of whimsy.
I can be both.
No, you can't. They're diametrically opposed.
No, if nothing matters, then everything matters.
No, Fron, that's not how that goes. It goes, if nothing matters, then the only thing that matters is what you do.
Yeah, that's what I said. If nothing matters, everything matters.
You can't see it, chat, but I'm facepalming right now. I'm facepalming for the sake of Nietzsche.
Gesundheit.
I very much enjoyed the Odyssey Onslaught block stories, and the Gorka is 1/3 of Corona.
Wait, 1/3? Wait, 1/3?
Yeah, because the other...
Then Corona's made of more than 3 people, because... It's Akroma, Jessica, and the removed from combat lady that's in the new set, I was told. Unless I misunderstood who was... No. It was definitely about the white... Yeah, the white creature in...
I only ever knew it as Jessica and Akroma, and even then it was, Jessica as Phage.
Zarkona is Zagona plus Akroma plus... Oh, you know what? I'm thinking Fae... No, I don't know what I'm thinking of. Yeah, honestly, this Zergoka thing is new to me as well, because I also was always under the impression it was just Jessica plus Akroma.
Alright. So all of that being said about the Twitch commentary and stuff, I am going to scroll up real quick. So I remember which comment... Oh, did you already delete the bot comment?
Yes.
Okay.
Goblacker. What does Goblacker make?
I have arachnophobia. It would be a Batman situation. Making a spider dick when you have arachnophobia is weird. I like the spiders in Magic, weirdly enough, even though I have arachnophobia. Like, they are not realistic spiders. They're not realistically depicted spiders. They're not photorealistic. They're not, like, scientific diagrams of spiders. Ergo, I have a significantly easier time looking at them than real spiders. True story. I was in my high school science class once, and I was just flipping through the book, reading passages for fun. And I turned one page, and it does a cross-section diagram of spider biology, and I freaked the fuck out and threw my science book across the room while we were in class.
Understandable.
Yeah.
That's Crawler Silk. That sucks. I wanted to cut this down more.
Bundles used to be called Fat Packs.
What the heck? There are new items we're getting from the map.
Like what? What are we getting?
We have never gotten treated Camphor wood lumber or Gobla lacquer from those before, and I also don't recognize invisible silk.
I didn't realize how much materia we got from that. Hold on.
Yeah, that was why I came back here. That was explicitly why I came to retainers, so I could drop shit off.
Yeah, see, I was too busy giving chat a good time.
Fair.
I mean, this is just like the platonic ideal of what these streams end up being, right? Just friends hanging out, playing Final Fantasy 14, doing a big yap, hanging out with chat.
And we gotta kill sometime. We ain't got too many maps.
Last I heard, you
I
had like a
don't
whole
walk around with empty
stockpile.
inventories when I map. If I was smarter, I would.
I mean, same. I have a huge stockpile of shit that I've accumulated from just doing my daily grinding. Actually, I need to give my retainer this coffer for the Dark Knight. Actually, no, wait, I can desynthesize the Dark Knight gear. I'm so smart!
No, it's the Dark Knight gear. You can just go put it into your thing for free.
I forgot I can do that!
You're welcome. It's literally the best update that they have done since I have been playing Final Fantasy 14. The fact they just went, yeah, you could just upload a bunch of shit for free into your armoire.
Yeah.
It's all I ever wanted, chat. It's literally all I ever wanted.
Literally true. Can confirm.
Oh dang, sure, I can sell these.
Oh hey! Ron, Lemon's online.
Yeah, Lemon's been online.
Yeah, but
Did you just see Lemon in the wild?
Yeah, I just saw Lemon in the wild.
Oh boy.
Yeah, Lemon's...
Too bad you can't give them high quality head pats.
True, I can't. All I can do is hit him with a bibbidi bobbidi boop. That's the one.
Man, all this stuff that I'm going to need to make or craft or get from treasure maps again at some point.
I thought you had... Let's see, how many more maps do you have? Because I remember you having a ton of them.
Well, yeah, they were all mailed to you. That was the thing.
Hold on. Do I still have them? Actually, I should check.
You should have a few. I have 3 more, at least.
Oh boy. All right, let me go grab them then.
No, 3, 4, 5.
What the retainers are for? I mean, like, I know. I forgot to check my retainers to see if they were holding any maps for me. I have to check that afterwards.
6. I have 6 maps.
That's so many maps.
Yeah, could be more maps. I haven't been doing maps at all for like months at this point.
Yeah.
Mostly because I wouldn't have had anywhere to store them.
We really are just kind of like coming out of winter for this. But, like, nice to be back. It feels weird. Like, it's back, but also like not quite back because I've been doing the grind stuff. Okay, yep, that is maps.
Aren't the newest maps like no, variant dungeons are different. Also, where Lemon? You told me Lemon. I don't see Lemon.
Lemon's in the wheelhouse. Also, hold on.
Oh, Baby Archer Rogue.
Let's see, that's Wyvern skin, and that's also Dragon skin. I need Time Worn, Dragon Wyvern.
That is not the direction I wanted to sit down.
Okay, so I literally...
Can you sit on these chairs multiple directions?
I don't... Maybe. Depends on if there's...
Oh my god, you can! I didn't know that was a thing!
Wait, direction-wise?
Yeah, depending on how you're facing and how you're oriented to this little chair stool thing, it sits you in different directions.
Frons stores maps in other people's mailboxes. He sure does.
I do. That's where the majority of the ones Hero has right now are.
And honestly, I am happy to just get them fucking clear at this point. I had to go and like disable notifications on my inbox because it was always just like haunting me. Anyway. Okay, buddy. Who wants to crack a map first? You or me?
Well, I'm finding out if we have a banana sundae with us or not.
Does Lemon even have Heavensward unlocked yet?
I believe so. I believe they're technically farther in the story than we are.
Are you sure you're not thinking of Sam?
I could be thinking of Sam. They're 58.
I mean, you are living proof that level doesn't mean anything.
I am living proof that level doesn't mean anything. Uh.
Anyway. Oh, that's weird. I have a rock in my pocket.
That's interesting. How did that happen?
I don't know. I just found it. It just appeared in my pocket.
Oh, Hinterlands. That's Idleshire.
I can join for mass once I'm done with some dailies. Yes, by all means, please do.
Yeah, we got maps to burn.
God damn it! I gotta actually stand up for this. This is bullshit.
Yeah,
why
you do.
Why does sitting down have to just like automatically shut off everything?
That's the next big thing I hope they improve. Like, there's so many weird, simple actions that you can't do while sitting for no good reason. Like, I guess teleporting, it's because they want you to be standing up for the animation. But, like, come on. Just let me teleport when I'm sitting.
I would be so curious what the explanation is, as long as it's anything other than spaghetti code. Like, so often spaghetti code ends up being the answer, and, like, that's fine, but...
I can almost guarantee you it's they don't want to have to do the work to make a new animation, which I can also respect.
It'd be great if it just like puts you into automatically stand up and then do the thing, but
yes, that would be ideal. Like that would be by far the most ideal way to do it.
Yeah. It's 10 years old to redo coding. I mean, like, I know. That's why spaghetti coding is so often, like, the answer, right? Like, they have 10 years of tech that has been built up, and you're essentially asking them to tear up some of the groundwork in order to, like, go back in and fix some of the piping. And, like, I get that that's a difficult and time-consuming thing to do, but at the same time, it's like...
I know I'm being naive, but I definitely feel like the code does not require you, or the code does not, like, lock teleportation to standing in some ultra-specific way that it has to spaghetti code to work that way. Like, that just doesn't make sense in my brain, even though I know, like, that is how some coding stuff works, where you go into the back end and there's just, like, a dev note from 30 years ago that just says, like, leave this one text document that says Jeff here, don't delete it or everything breaks, and you're just like, I don't know why, but they're right.
Oh, that's new.
What?
I just completely did not notice that my my combust was upgraded. Like, I've had Astra at level 80 for only, like, a little while.
Combust upgrades at 70, I believe, because I have it.
Yeah, and I've only ever been doing Heavensward content.
You should probably crack a map.
Oh, you want me to crack the map?
I mean, you're the one who's got your mail full of maps. That's what I assume you're right, Rapak, that it's probably tied to some animation. That just doesn't feel like how it should have been made in the first place.
Oh, we gotta go next door to the Four Lands. We don't even have to teleport for that. We can just fly.
I got my little fuck ass car.
Beep beep.
Oh wait, Highlands. Wait, no, wait, Highlands?
Four Lands.
Four Lands.
Yeah, we are in the hinterlands. We got to go to the Four
Well,
Lands.
you can get to both from here.
You can.
Sounds bad as the MIT radio station. The transmission code had to be completely rewritten, as the code before was just being kept modified to some work in 10 different codes. I believe that.
There we go.
I already knew where I was going.
Well, I'm glad you did.
I looked at your screen.
Hew. Honestly, I'm just glad that I do recognize and can pick out the stuff for the treasure maps. That's usually a fair indication that I have spent enough time in an area to know what to look for.
A few of the Heavensward ones are pretty rough.
I'm
Third one we did in the Churning Mist is pretty obnoxious.
I imagine Sea of Clouds is.
Sea of Clouds has a couple that are really bad, but it's like 2 out of 8.
I cheat and look at the website. Normally I cheat too, but like if I'm on stream with Frons, I can't really be cheating.
I mean, you're not using dark magic. You can be cheating that way. It's just more fun to do it manually. It's like half the adventure. Should be like right here-ish from where your dot is.
There we go.
The fact I can't one-shot a level 52 thing is annoying to me.
Wow, look at all these lizards. Fron.
Lizard.
Fron.
Yeah.
So you know how I keep talking about Blood Bowl in the server?
No idea. Please explain.
All right. So I've been spending these past 3 months obsessed with the war gaming game known as Blood Bowl, which is a board game version of American football by Games Workshop, the British company. That's the start of it. It's basically just, high fantasy races playing American football. So elves, orcs, goblins, and all that. But they also have lizards. They have a team of lizards, and they look like dinosaur people, and I love them, and I want those models. I want those models, and I want those toys.
Do you know that they're genetic abominations?
Context.
The lizard people in Fantasy 40k were purpose-bred to be anti-chaos. They are literally genetically designed to murder chaos.
Jack did it again!
What?
Murder Chaos. Jack Garland?
God, I hope we get a second game. We still gotta go back to that. I gotta wait for you to click on things.
I forgot that this is my map.
Yeah.
Also, you're right.
We still gotta go back and try and do the DLC.
You're right.
For another time.
So, like, Jackie has just been, like, buzzing because of all the lizards. Like, they have really big gator-like lizards that have, like, thick scale hides and stuff like that. But they also
do the gator death roll.
But they also have little skinks, little chameleons, and little tiny gecko lizards too.
Mm-hmm. They're literally emotional support lizards.
Yeah, they're like lizard goblins.
No, they're literally emotional support lizards. In the tabletop, they exist as a way to mitigate your frenzy mechanic on the big lizards.
How do you know this, by the way?
Total Warhammer.
Elaborate, please.
Total Warhammer 40k.
Elaborate, please.
You've never heard of Total Warhammer? Of the Total War? There's like 3 of them. They're like the best RTS game on PC. It also costs a shit ton of money because there's a billion expansions for it. But they're all like really worthwhile expansions.
When you say it like that, I think I have heard of them, but it's one of those things where I've heard of them and I can't remember what they're called. So like the name itself doesn't mean anything.
Do you know how Might and Magic plays?
Nope.
Ah, damn it. I'm not going to buy you a game that I'm not sure you're going to like.
That one might have actually been on my to-play list at some point because I did... Ooh, Goblin...
Get
him! Get him, Frons! Get him!
Is it only the one? No, there's 2! There's another one!
There's 2! Gotta get the Gobby, gotta get him. Gotta get him. Gotta get the Gobby, gotta get him. You got the treasure. You got the booty. No, he got away!
Yeah, sorry, I could only focus one of them.
That's okay. 70 water clusters, wooden crystals, shards. Okay, nothing too important, actually.
Delicious crystals.
So many rocks. Anyway.
Well, we also are going to need them forever.
Okay, so if I went right, I'm gonna go left.
Oops, all left!
So, like, I do want to check out the Warhammer RTS games at some point, because I have friends that liked them a bit. I really
They are literally some of the best RTSs, period.
I've also heard that at least
mostly
one of them
because there's
has...
just so much goddamn content.
I believe it. I've heard that at least one of them has Battle Sisters as a faction you can play, so I definitely want to check that one out.
Wrong thing. It is fantasy, not 40k.
I thought that the game series covered, like,
Nope.
40k and fantasy. Like, I know that
Nope.
40k has their own RTS game.
Yes.
So I assumed it was.
But
I assumed it was like Dynasty Warriors, where like they just kind of did the same game but just for different series.
Nope. It's pretty much all fantasy, to my knowledge. I don't, or at least if there's an actual space sci-fi techno 40k one, it is not by the same people who make Total Warhammer.
Okay, well there is an RTS game that covers 40k and it has Battle Sisters, and I know I want to try that out at some point.
There's the Battlefleet Gothic. Oh God, what the hell is this game called? There's Battlefleet, but that's space stuff. That's not. Wait. No. There is. I know what it is. It's There's a total conversion mod.
No, actually, it's not. I mean, there probably is, but like the thing that I'm thinking of is like an actual supported canon game and stuff like that.
Yes, sorry. It is a bit. No, it's not a total conversion mod. There's one. I'm just thinking of it because it has a gigantic total conversion mod that adds a whole bunch of more canon 40k stuff into the game.
Wow,
Like
Frons, where'd you get all those debuffs from?
Standing in puddles.
Well, that is your job.
Literally. No, I'm trying to. It's I can only remember the mod for it because it's the Apocalypse mod.
I'm sure I'll have a chance.
Thank you for the follow.
Thank you for the lurk.
Oh, thank you for the lurk.
Thank you for the lurk, Subana Suna.
I think this is one of the Benoit's friends.
Aw.
I mean, they're my friends too, but
Anyway.
someone from our allied guild, our
right.
allied free company.
Okay, so like 40k stuff I'll remember later. But like Blood Bowl has me interested in looking into the Warhammer Dark Fantasy stuff, because Caitlin's preferred faction has always been the Bretonnian Knights.
They're French, but honorable.
They are French. They are so French and Grail coded.
But also honorable and not cowards, but very French. It's very weird.
They're also very classist. Like, so Blood Bowl.
Well, that's Warhammer in general.
I mean, yes, but like even more so, right? Like they have it. It's one thing to like, you know, it's Warhammer. Everyone's a bad guy. You know, that's the reason that we play the game. It's another thing for it to literally be one of their defining notes in their little blurb. You know.
I mean, well, they're the fantasy version of the Imperium.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, the Imperium's actually in there too, because there's Imperial nobility and also there's Bretonnians.
No, I mean like literally the Imperium from 40k, from fantasy or from sci-fi 40k.
Right, gotcha. Okay. Anyway. Okay.
Hello, can I run tuition game?
What was I leading that into? Right. Okay.
Caitlin really likes the Bretonnian faction.
Yeah, Caitlin really likes the Bretonnian faction, so she got the Bretonnian Blood Bowl team, and Blood Bowl is basically AU Warhammer Dark Fantasy. It's the version of Dark Fantasy where they went, you know what? Just killing people over and over again is boring. Hey, we found a book, and according to this dwarf guy, this book, it has a bunch of old rules for the god Nuffle and his game of football. This looks really awesome. Let's just do that. And instead of war, they just play Blood Bowl.
Games Workshop will literally will literally sell the rights to play any sort of game to anyone. It's so funny when you actually look at how many different 40k games there are.
It's true.
Well, did you know that there's like a 2D side-scrolling orcs game?
I'm not surprised that there is.
It's so fun looking.
Like, this is basically just me putting my foot into the pool that is Warhammer properties. Although we did see the cinematic shorts for the Battle Sisters that got released earlier this year. Those were cool.
Man, they really need to reprint the 40k Commander decks.
I would be so fucking happy if they did. I have proxied all of the Adeptus Sororitas cards from that deck and put them into my Lisa Soul Sisters deck. But those cards are so fucking expensive to actually buy.
Like, 25% of the set is $25 or more for singles, which is just disgusting.
It really is. Like, Saint Celestine...
Actually, it might be
Saint
more than
Celestine is like
25%.
Saint Celestine is $40 fucking dollars, which is like half of what her Warhammer model costs at minimum. Not to mention, like, you know, there's the Triumph of St. Catherine, there's the a few other cards. Actually, I'm actually kind of really happy with how they ended up.
Nurgle-Rot's $15.
So here's the funny thing, right? Poxwalkers are a Warhammer thing, but the name feels so ubiquitous that, like, I keep forgetting that they're a Warhammer thing. I'm so used to them as a Magic card that gets played in Legacy.
What? Which one?
Poxwalkers. Whenever you cast a spell from your graveyard, they come back to the battlefield.
Well, because it also sounds like it should be a Magic card as well.
Right?
It's very Magic coded. It's honestly a lot more Magic coded than it is 40k coded.
It kind of is, and like when that just works out, it's great. Lord of the Rings ones went back up. Oh, did they reprint?
I'm not
those decks?
surprised. They did. They had a second, or yeah, I'm not sure if it was second printing or if it was somebody released stuff from a warehouse somewhere. But they did have a surge of the decks coming back out. But they've all basically sold out everywhere that I'd seen them now. It was where I picked up my Saruman deck.
I am so
but
happy.
Yeah, they're all sold out now.
I'm so happy that they reprinted the holiday gift box stuff. Because like there was no way I was going to get that Bant Galadriel otherwise.
Well, reprint is a strong word.
Oh no.
Because those are only box toppers, and I think they might be in collector's packs.
Did you roll for your loot, Fron?
Oh, I do need to do that. It doesn't pop up automatically here. They did a second printing. Okay, I was pretty sure it was second printing, but I wasn't 100%.
So like, I'm gonna be real. I don't like these jumpstart sets that they're doing, even if they're like primarily reprints from the older sets. I'm not a big fan of like two things coming out at once for one set when that second thing is like ostensibly a whole other set.
I'm a lot more okay with it when they don't have the printing issues like Marvel did, where they didn't get an actual print run of Jumpstart until fucking Hobbit came out. Like, literally, it wasn't even that my local didn't restock, it was no one could restock, basically, until Hobbit came out, because they had printing issues with Jumpstart.
Wasn't
Marvel.
the only... When they did it with Avatar, wasn't it literally that they were only part of the start pack stuff?
What do you mean?
I mean, like, there was a... They did the starter pack deck stuff that beginners were supposed to... That were supposed to be available for beginners.
Spider-Man. You're thinking Spider-Man because you want Miles Morales.
That was definitely true for Spider-Man, but I thought that was an issue with Avatar too, because I remember Katara being fucking expensive.
Nope. The experience counter ones were just expensive, because people wanted them because experience counters are busted.
God, they fucking up.
And the more experience counter things you can put into a commander deck, the more busted all of them are, because they accelerate each other, because they don't have their own unique experience counters. You, the player, get the experience counters.
So, like, you are correct when you say that, but my bigger issue is that Katara is just kind of ridiculous in a one-on-one setting, which is, you know, theoretically what she might have been designed for in the first place, you know?
Can I get an Asuna, please?
I got you already.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I didn't realize I got clipped by that, and these guys' stun sucks. Yeah, because those were available in Jumpstart. Jumpstart for Avatar has been quite available and is actually dropping in price now. Dropping in price now, and gobble lobble lobble lobbins.
They're running all over the place, Frog.
I know, and they don't stay put.
Oh, that's not good. Okay.
I think we lost them both. Yeah, we lost
did,
them both.
but survival comes first.
I swear to God, I'm seeing so many enemies in here we've never seen before. Mostly because I think we're getting them from the 60s and 70s, which I didn't know could generate portals.
Apparently. But also, like...
But yeah, the Avatar Jumpstart is dropping in price for sealed boxes, which is really good. But the singles inside them aren't necessarily dropping. But I also stopped buying it after... I bought a box, and then I opened enough packs to get High Bay, and then I was like, okay, I'm done with this.
God. I remember Kyoshi was expensive, too. Like, maybe not, like, you know, Miles Morales expensive, but expensive enough.
Oh, yeah, because all the flip Avatar...
No, not the flip Avatar one. The Jumpstart one had, like, just a straight-up 8-mana Avatar Kyoshi.
Yeah.
It was like Earthbend 8 at the start of your combat.
Yeah, the Marvel ones are starting to drop. Jumpstart's starting to drop as well because it actually has, you know, available printings now. Double gay, all the way across the sky.
Avatar and Foundation are better than Marvel. I mean, better in the sense that the card quality is better. I would agree with, because Marvel's was mostly reprints from Spider-Man, right?
It wasn't mostly. It's like it's got some reprints in there, but a lot of it is Marvel main set and Marvel Jumpstart cards. I feel like I'm contradicting myself. There are a good amount of Spider-Man reprints in there, but it's in specific packs. For the most part, most of the packs are Marvel cards and Marvel Jumpstart cards. There are some really good cards in there, though, which is frustrating for people that want to get them. Not me. I opened most of them, thankfully.
Actually, so normally I would be, you know, feeling a little grumpy because, like, you know, the ability to spend money is a precious and wonderful thing in a, you know, collector's hobby.
It's so hard to give you money. I tried to buy Devin a birthday present one time, and the country said no.
It's true. But also, like, you know, thanks to our wonderful viewers, and also thanks to the subathon campaign that's currently going on for Final Fantasy XIV, I actually got a bigger payout than normal from Twitch.
Yay! I forgot that's a thing because it hasn't happened for me for so long.
Yeah, but like I did get my payout. At the current rate, I'd usually get it, like, I don't know, every 3 months or so, which, you know, that's still not taxable, but what it is. Anyway, I bring that up because, like, now that I have a little bit of extra money, first of all, I'm still looking for a tattoo artist that will actually work on the tattoo that I raised money for. So that money hasn't gone anywhere yet. Second of all, the money I pull in after that, you know, until such a time that I can consistently pull in an income and therefore justify... Oh, I already have the Thavnerian Bustier, I think.
You should, because I think I passed on it last time.
Yeah, you can have it this time.
Can I even wear it?
You should be.
Insufficient inventory. God dang it. Oh my god, and that was with it putting the, I can't open my goddamn saddlebag here. God dang it.
Hold on. Just clear out a couple of... There. I should really just throw away a ton of these dead scrolls that I've just, like, left as space holders. I got so sick of having to throw away worn scrolls that I wasn't gonna craft up that I was like, okay, you know what? We're just gonna leave it there, and we're just gonna leave it there very specifically as a autofill thing, or when
Wait, I do run to the Horde.
for when we do our weekly stuffs and whatever, and then we actually started playing before I had a chance to actually clear out all the inventory.
I don't need hard silver nuggets. I don't need hard silver ingots. I have either a bunch of those or can make them, no problem.
Oh, that reminds me. After we clear out all these maps and stuff, that's another thing that we can start doing whenever we wait for Nyx. If you haven't started doing it already.
What?
Guardian Restoration.
I have not. Mostly because I literally don't know where to start it. It's not for lack of trying. It's more for lack of... I did all the quest line for it, and then I don't remember where they told me to... Oh, cool.
Wow, damn.
I don't remember where they told me to actually, like, go into Restoration.
Oh, okay. Well, I did start it, so I guess I can help you out with that then, if I can remember.
Well, start it, like, actually going into the field for it, or start it as in do the quest line for it?
I guess we'll find out when we get there.
Because I did the whole quest line to unlock it.
Go, my friend.
Restoration is cool. It seems cool. Honestly, I understand why people don't want to do those things anymore, because they're just time killers, but they do seem like great time killers and interesting gameplay stuff.
I need to level up my crafters for the first time in forever because I have glam that I want to make and I can't because my gear isn't strong enough.
What? What?
Yeah, right?
What do you mean?
Like, I mean,
No?
literally, the craftsmanship levels for my gear is not high enough to do some of the harder Heavensward gear stuff.
What do you mean do some of it? Like, equip it outright?
No, I mean, to make the glam that I want, I need to be able to craft it, and it will not let me craft it because my craftsmanship is not high enough yet.
Yes. Okay. That's what I thought you were saying. I was confused because I was wondering if you were trying to say you couldn't equip them as a glam, and I'm like, here they removed the level limit thing. What are you talking about?
And the reason
it's like she has to mean that she can't craft them.
So the reason I need to level up my crafters is so I can, just ask for my friends to craft me some high-level crafting gear that I can slap on and just, overpower the crafting limitations.
You still gotta get the materials.
I mean, I have the materials. The slow regard of stolen things too! 10 points!
The heck?
Raid the deepest
I already have
room
this.
in the
have this
Aquapolis
one.
5 times.
I'm one ahead of you on this.
All treasures obtained. Expeditioner's Pandalates. I don't think I have this one.
I think I have this already. I do have this already.
I might have this. Wow.
I do this, go to Restoration and gather a lot of things, then craft things to make your level up to like 20 levels in less than 10 minutes, and then get the crafter gear from the custom deliveries. Yeah, I already have the crafter gear from the custom deliveries. Hero's saying she needs stronger crafter gear than the stuff from using scripts.
I mean, if you give me mats, I can make you stuff. I mean, like, I know that if I ask people for specific recipes that they will make me stuff. This is the wonderful thing of having crafter,
Hero.
Where are you going?
No. Heal. We have inventories.
That's rude. We have inventories. Anyway, I'm going to show you exactly what I mean real quick. Maybe it's this one. Let me go ahead and pull up. It's either armor crafting or something. Let's see, master recipes. I want the master recipe. 60.
No. Search for this. Search item.
What was my ship? Craftsmanship at 966. Control at 828. So the reason that this came up, by the way, is because I actually have a Battle Sister cosplay that I want to be able to do with Themora. And there was a really nice piece at level 60 that would help me with that. Quick synthesis, control required. Craftsmanship required 995. Control required 955. Yeah, the control required 955 when my control is currently 828. The easiest way for me to do this is to literally...
Which crafter?
It doesn't really matter. It's just like, as an example. Like, this is a master recipe for Heavensward, and my control is nowhere near high enough to deal with that.
Yeah.
So
I thought my controller was higher. My control was higher. That was like that doesn't sound too high.
So the easiest and fastest way for me to do it is to literally just finish getting all my jobs to level 70 through Ishgardian Restoration, which will happen really stupid fast. And then I can just have friends make me level 70 crafting gear, because I also like making my own crafting gear. I will just be asking my friends for making the gear that I need to craft stuff with. Anyway, Gotcha.
We had a bunch of stuff get cleaned out of the guild coffers, apparently.
I'm Omni 100, so I can make stuff. Honestly, I appreciate that. I do. I always appreciate that all of our Omnicrafter friends are always happy to flex their Omnicrafting muscle. But that also includes Nyx. And, like, I would always ask Nyx or another friend of ours to make us stuff. In fact, one of them I kind of pretty much had on retainer to make gear for my main account whenever a new tier of crafted gear would get released. I would always hit them up for upgraded gear so I could just like go straight into doing story stuff.
Damn. We see how Hero treats their friends.
Yeah, I give
Keeps
them
around because they're useful.
I mean, yeah, that's just practical.
She even admits it, chat.
I'm not trying to hide it. I remember.
I don't even need hive.
Wait, hold on. I should just be.
I shouldn't need hive totems.
I should really, really sell some of this stuff.
I could get these again if I need them.
Oh wait, but I don't know which ones I need for the recipes I want. No.
Oh wait, no, that was horde totems, but I have the bird, so it's fine.
You would also need to add materia to get up to that control at low level. I mean, like, again, that's what Omni Friends are for, right? Because Omni Friends can pre-meld that stuff for me.
Well, it's more you could push through it with gear. It's that you don't have the gear to do it.
I know.
Because you're capped out on Shire gear right now, on script gear. So it's not that you're not high enough level necessarily. It's that we're capped out on level 60 gear that we can acquire for crafters without asking somebody else.
I know. And for a brief time...
No, I'm explaining to chat.
Oh, okay. Well, then you gotta address chat first, so I don't assume that you're just like, talking to your co-host here. Anyway, I'm gonna go grab those other two maps.
Me. Miku. Guess what I have sitting in front of me?
The good plural Omni Friend versus the evil singular Omni Man.
Hey. He apparently turns around at some point.
He does. He leaves the planet. He gets a new bug wife. He has a bug child. It's all good.
I don't know if it's all good.
I mean,
I feel like him having a child with the bug lady, the bug queen, while he was still, not divorced from Mark's mother is kind of a big point of contention when he calls Mark to the bug planet to help fend off other Thargarians or whatever the hell their species is called. I forget.
I mean, baby steps.
Yeah, fair.
When you go from literally holding your son up so that way people pop like meat balloons as a train tries to run right through you, I'll take the monochrome of humility.
I love the idea of Invincible, but like it's too extra on so many things that I'm just like,
I've never actually watched Invincible, but it's one of those things that have penetrated my sphere of pop cultural osmosis that it keeps coming up in like the essays that I like to watch. So whenever it comes up, I'm just like, okay, yeah, I'm still probably not watching this show, but okay, that's cool, I guess.
Oh, you did teleport to Falcon's Nest.
Let's see. And I'm not even saying that like I think it looks like a bad show. It looks quite
No,
good
it's it's
actually.
it's it's a great show. It's just not going to be everybody's taste. Has a very specific take on how it wants to tell its show, which is very violent and bloody, and I feel like it has some really interesting things to say and stories to tell, but it also gets really wrapped up in its, hey, we want to have a bloody, very visceral fight, and that is definitely not going to be everybody's cup of tea.
Yeah. But also that kind of just highlights like the difference between the things that I like and the things that I don't like. I do like very emotionally ugly shows, but I don't have a particular taste for incredibly violent or meatbag tastic films, we'll say.
Yeah.
Like that's my limit. Like emotionally I can take it all day. Physically I have a weak constitution.
Sam, you should watch Evangelion and maybe play Persona. It's hard to recommend RPGs, they're long. You should, after having literally just recently rewatched Evangelion, up through End of Evangelion and starting on the rebuild movies actually this weekend, you should watch Evangelion. Evangelion is an incredibly important series that more people should absolutely have watched.
So like I really like Evangelion, but weirdly enough, I don't know okay. So like I like Evangelion. Evangelion was one of the first series that I had ever seen, particularly in anime form, where I kind of understood that there was a deeper meaning here being presented versus the surface level wow cool robot stuff. That was my first real experience with something like that. And also the older I get, and especially after having learned more about Ano himself, the more I really start to understand and believe that Evangelion is a story about autistic pain. I legitimately,
It's
I think
it's not, but it's completely okay to interpret it that way.
no, I think that it's supported in the reading. Honestly, actually, I think there is a lot of evidence there to draw that out as a theme, even if it was completely unintended.
Yes, I agree with you there. It was not written with that idea in mind, but it definitely is a applicable reading of the material, is how I'm saying.
And like that's something that becomes a lot more apparent after you have a chance to read the manga that Ano's wife made about them, about like their early married life and stuff. Like there's never like obviously it would require a certain level of self-awareness for someone like Ano to say, hey, I'm neurodivergent or anything like that, but it's very much a similar situation to Dungeon Meshi, where wow, a lot of these traits sure are concurrent with this particular neuroatypicism. No,
See, I'm going to agree a lot more with the Dungeon Meshi is very autistic coded than I am. Wow, Corthus Western again. With Dungeon Meshi is autistic coded than Evangelion. Don't get me wrong, Evangelion is very autistic coded, but it was not. It it's hard to explain even with how many times. Where the hell is this one? With how many times I've watched it, it's a correct reading of it, but it's not the. Oh, I see where it is. Is it there? Yeah, it's there. A lot of the problems in it can be solved by just talking it out, but there are other readings other than just Shinji and his dad are autistic and have trouble communicating with each other because of how many other layers of lore and other stuff is going on there. And it's one of those, after a point, just talking it out becomes significantly more viable and agreeable as a resolution to the whole thing over. I can't explain this concisely. Part of this is having just rewatched it and been like, oh yeah, god, this series is so good. Because like Rapak said, it's going to be required watching material come what, March of next year. Where the
Something like
frick
that.
am I? Okay, there. That's where I am.
Ava, for what I've heard, is more about finding your own voice, and sometimes that voice is gay. Okay, so like,
Um,
this isn't meant to be as like a rebuttal or anything like that, but this is just kind of like me voicing my train of thought as we go through this. You mind if I do that?
yeah.
All right. So the harder, more generally accepted reading of Evangelion is the difficulty of human relationships, right? Because
Yes.
so many of the problems would literally be solved by being able to talk about your feelings. y- the the tragedy of these characters being unable to have those discussions, because being able to have those discussions comes with being vulnerable, comes with being able to admit your faults, being able to see other people as people, dealing and confronting your own personal insecurities and stuff like that, but also being able to have the holistic perspective of, being able to see things from other people's points of view. Like that was the whole, message of the final episode finale, right? That different things are going to mean things to different people because everyone's different and therefore they have different experiences. The whole
It
rain makes some people sad, but for other people they find it makes them happy.
Yes and no. Like, there's a lot of messages in that final one. That is a core message of the series overall. The final episode is more about you need to also be able to rely on yourself. You need to love yourself and accept that you build your own world, and not just rely on other people to build the world for you.
Right, yeah. But if I'm
Self-actualizing.
Yeah, self-actualizing, that's a good way of putting it. It's very much a... Oh, do you know where we're going for this one?
Not yours. I have my own. Is yours also here?
I cracked one.
I heard you crack one, but you didn't teleport, so I didn't know if you.
Oh, mine's in the Churning Mist. Not where we're
Oh,
at.
they're both here. Mine's also in the
Okay,
training
yeah.
list.
Okay, go track yours down first. Go track yours down first.
Um, I'm trying to, but I don't remember where this stupid formation is.
One of the major themes of Evangelion is the retreat into oh god, what's the term for that? The retreat, not the not unreality, but like the retreating into fantasy, right? Like it's the whole, getting really obsessed with whatever anime or game that you're playing and using that as a way to escape and ignore the world around you. That's the whole, vibe that comes up whenever Shinji puts on his earphones and just listens to his 8-track tape while he's trying to avoid everything else around him that's going on.
You're not wrong, but again, having just rewatched it, it's not so much using something else to block out it. It's just ignoring what's going on around you. Shinji does that through the music, but because other characters do it too, and is literally more. There's a couple of like Masato uses a very specific way of doing it, but for the most part, everyone else just sort of ignores it and acts like it's not happening, which I think is a better way to describe that feeling.
Yeah, Masato
Specifically.
Yeah, Masato sleeps around. Asuka throws herself into being like, the ace pilot. Rei is literally disassociating at all hours of every day.
Asuka just doesn't have a way. Asuka is actually the worst one, where she literally just ignores what's going on around her. Like, her entire coping method is pretend it didn't happen.
True.
And then Rei is actually, on a rewatch, weirdly the most stable person in the show.
Yeah, but that's also partly because, like... so Shinji was Nishi's Ubermensch.
Yes, that is actually the point of episode 26, is Shinji becoming the Ubermensch. Sam, for someone who hasn't watched Evangelion, you apparently have hit the nail on the head about what Evangelion is about. And when I say Evangelion, I mean, like, the rebuild movies, too.
Oh, no. I wonder if this, I don't think this will erase the map that I opened.
No, it does not.
Okay. I gotta remember to... I cracked one because I thought that you were done cracking yours. See, this is part of what makes Evangelion so good, though. There is a lot to discuss around it. Even
It's also a series that's a lot more okay to have takes that aren't necessarily the original intent or something that other people have.
because so much of what makes Evangelion great is part of what you take away from it. You know?
Yes, exactly. Like people are more okay with other takes on it because the series is about what you take away from it more than what it's trying to tell you.
Right. So like, Anno has gone on record that a lot of what went into making Evangelion was his observations and commentary on otaku culture. And so when part of why I say it feels very autism coded is because, at least from my perspective, a lot of the traits that get associated with otaku, being obsessed with particular media, having difficulty communicating with other people, are things that autistic people like myself struggle with. Now, that's not necessarily to say that that's, for sure what it is, but it sure makes it hella painfully relatable,
Yeah. Like,
Especially,
we were talking about Welcome to the NHK in the Discord earlier today, and Nyx put it very perfectly in how I was trying to describe it of, this is a good show. I will never watch this show again. I see myself in this show and I don't like it.
which I'll say...
That's Evangelion.
Yeah. Anyway, another part of it, though, again, comes from that manga that Anno's wife made of their early married life. There's just a lot of other traits that are concurrent with autism that just make me go, huh. Things like, vocal stems. Things like, just kind of making little sound effects when you go walking around as a vocal stem. Being very particular with how things get sorted, or various aspects of life. And it just, I don't know, it's one of those things that makes sense to me, and I would have to outline it further in like an essay proper in order to give it the fleshing out that I really want to give it. I think this theory has...
My stem is standing motionless and soundless in an elevator for 5 whole minutes looking angrily at the person in front of me.
That's autism.
It's also an Evangelion reference.
It is. I love that scene, unironically.
Yeah, no, the scene's really good. It out of context, it's very silly and dumb, but in context, it's like, oh yeah, no, you know why this is happening, and you know what's going on in this scene.
Oh, I may have accidentally burned a heel.
You accidentally whatted?
Oh, I accidentally burned one of my off globals.
When I want to watch blue, well, my bitch wife wants to watch orange. Yeah, it very much gives that energy.
Man, so here's the great thing, right? There are people in this day and age who are discovering Ava for the first time, and I love that for them. And also, they continue perpetuating the age-old war of who is your waifu, Asuka and Rei, completely ignoring the fact that Masato is in fact best girl.
Well, yes, because bad mom is surrogate mom. Stop being theoretical love interest.
Alas, they are all just broken people.
You do also have to read between the lines for a bunch of stuff in Evangelion, because they do that a bunch. They're like, Shinji, you're in love with Misato, and I'm like, I have never gotten that impression from anything you show me in the series. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Like, Misato is flirty sometimes with Shinji, in the same way that she's kind of a little bit flirty with anybody because it's her personality. Shinji at no point ever shows any sort of, like, romantic or physical attraction to Misato beyond what is theoretically, air quotes, expected of a prepubescent Japanese boy.
Yeah.
So whenever they're like, yeah, you want to do Misato, I'm like, no, not really. Even reading between the lines, not in the way that you're trying to say.
Can we just like talk for a second about like one of the most infamous moments in Ava, though? How Anno has like this epiphany at the very end of the main series, and then people react so badly to it that End of Ava becomes the single biggest fuck you hate letter of all time. I already have the Unicult.
I also already had the Unicult. You're gonna have to explain more because I don't agree with or know what you're talking about fully currently.
Oh god, it's difficult to say because I have not had a chance to actually watch the end of Evangelion for myself. A lot of what I know about it comes from having seen a lot of the more ubiquitous clips of it and scenes, and also a lot of commentary from both friends and essayists alike. But there is
Yeah, because I mean the most FU thing about it is the fact that it plays the credits halfway through the movie. And when they did the showings in theaters recently, there were people that were walking out because they thought the movie was over.
I don't know. Maybe I'll abandon this train of thought because I do just like have a hard time like being able to give the exact examples of what I mean without the context. I know it's on Netflix, but like that's the one.
Yeah,
with
but
the,
then you have to watch the Netflix version.
Yeah, exactly. And I really just
I
want to watch the original. I had the original dub. I had a chance to watch the original dub.
Well, having watched all 3 dubs now, or at least gone back and forth on several episodes, experiencing them after watching the episodes, I can definitely tell you I do not like the Amazon dub at all, or the Netflix dub at all.
But Frons, he is worthy of his love. Or however that fuck-ass that went.
Yeah, I really don't like that line. Though Evangelion is the best example of an anime that's hard to translate.
Only if you're a coward.
No. It is pretty hard. Because not only were we experiencing all 3 of the dubs for specific scenes, we also had the subtitles on, which are more true to form to the actual Japanese text. There is a lot of, not liberty in a bad way, but there's a lot of artistic liberty taken in the original dub that I think enhances the series a lot, that is lost in the Netflix dub. Which, to be fair, is partly because the Netflix dub was kind of made by someone who hates the series, apparently.
Rebuild moves.
Hello? What? What?
You gotta come up to this floating island, Fron.
Freaking god dang it.
Floating island, Fron.
No,
floating island.
I was, and then my screen went black because I got a Teams message.
Oh no, not Teams.
I'm not mad at you, I'm mad at Teams.
Best girl's obviously Ramiel. I mean, you're not wrong.
Yes, Screams and Geometry. But only in the remakes. Not in the original.
God, I love Thrice Upon a Time so much. Like, that is just... It's probably the only way I think Evangelion could have gotten a definitive end.
Got Twice Upon a Time? Oh no, that is what 4.4 is called, isn't it?
3.0 plus 1.0, Thrice Upon a Time.
That's 3, that's not the last one. That's not the conclusion.
No, that's the last one. That's the last movie.
No.
It was the last movie.
There's 4 movies.
Yeah, there's 4 movies. That was the last one. 3.0 plus 1.0, Thrice Upon a Time. That's the last one.
I'm misremembering what we call the names then.
So, like, there was Rebuild movie 3.0, but then the 4th movie was called 3.0 plus 1.0.
Yeah, okay. 3.0 plus 1.0 is the last one unless you're rage baiting.
Yeah, it's not called...
No, it's just everybody in the know just calls it 4.4 because we don't break the naming convention of the other movies.
Damn, I don't know then.
Yeah, colloquially they're just referred to as 1.1, 2.2, 3.3, and 4.4. Mostly because
the forks!
Yeah, calling it 3. Yeah, they. I'm trying. I would have a fit if you heard you say it. We call it 4.4 in chat all the time.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's the Vinoy being the Vinoy, being sussy bun.
Wow, Fron. For someone who hates fishing, you sure do love putting out bait.
Sure, I do. What can I say? I was raised in the 90s and early aughts on the computer.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Weren't the rebuild movies part of the Shin project? Where Anno
No.
where Anno did a bunch of the Shin property stuff.
No, you're just thinking that because Anno is heavily is involved with the Shin project, but the Shin project, yeah, okay, it like, I think yes, technically, because there's the weird fucked up Anno Shin project Megazord, but that's more of a meme than anything else. But like it's I think it's made by the same. They're all made by the same group, but no, I don't technically consider it part of like Shin Godzilla, Shin Kamen Rider, Shin Ultraman.
Oh, big
hi,
man.
Argus.
Big man, big man. Fron. Okay, there we go. It took him a second to actually, like, pick up his aggro.
Yeah, they have to finish what they're doing. They have to finish their thought before they can have a new thought hero.
No, that's me.
Yeah, at 1.1, you are not alone. 2.2, you cannot advance. 3.3, you cannot redo. And then 3.0 plus 1.0 thrice spawn time. And it's only 4 movies because they did the Anno thing of having too much story to tell in 3 goddamn movies like they originally planned. And everybody loves this man and just lets him do whatever he wants.
I almost had a thought once. It was awful.
Friggin' love him for it.
Same. Hideaki Anno should do Shin-chan. 100% agree,
Yes.
actually. I think he would do an amazing job with that.
He would do an amazing job of Shin-chan. I feel like whoever's making that joke doesn't understand Shin-chan.
No, that was Sam.
I know. I figured it was Sam with how you phrased it, but yes. Also, I thought once it was awful. Yeah, that's Heavy for you. Shin-chan is a deconstruction of Shin-chan. Sam, you have not watched Shin-chan.
No, she's the one saying Shin-chan deconstruction.
So reconstruction, yes, Anno would make a reconstruction of Shin-chan, not a deconstruction of Shin-chan. Correct.
So a rebuild.
Yes, rebuild of Shin-chan.
Please watch Shin-chan movie 6. It makes you cry so hard.
Oh wait, yeah, this is yours. That's right. Oh, I do need to open the Argus chest, don't I? Oh no, you open the Argus chest for me. It's your dungeon.
Yep. My dungeon, my rules.
God dang it, I have 1 spot in my goddamn inventory left again.
You need a moment?
No, because I can't do anything to fix it.
Damn it.
Most it's gonna be is tossing out Magicite at some point.
Oh god, crunchy. Guys, don't forget the unshrimp. Don't forget the stretch, by the way.
No, what you gotta do for Shin-chan is you gotta go watch Kamen Rider Den-O.
Why?
Because they're canon. Also, Den-O is amazing.
Which one was that?
That's the trains one.
Isn't that Tokyuger?
No, that's the Sentai one.
So Mighty Morphin?
Den-O came first, and is better.
What is this shark? I've never seen this shark.
I know, right? We've seen so many enemies in here, but I'm like, dude, we've done so many map portals, and we've never seen these.
This is bizarre.
I don't know where these guys... Like, we're finding new enemies? We're finding new items? I don't know what's going on.
Oh, right. I completely forgot I had light speed. That helps. Shark is the same model as the shark you get from ocean fishing? I can see that!
Movie 6 is about people who want to make a Disneyland for adults to live as kids. So Disneyland and enjoy their childhood again. So Disneyland. So the kids have to remind their parents about being adults. So Disneyland. And it also kind of, it sucks, but it's also kind of cool. So Disneyland. It's just Disneyland. I can just go to Disneyland. Though the movie probably costs a lot less.
I mean, you can always pirate it. You can't pirate Disneyland yet.
But, yeah, then it would cost even less. Like, it would cost free. Same name too, actually.
Locked in.
Shark's the same model as the shark you get from the ocean fishing. Oh, well, probably is the one you get from ocean fishing.
Probably.
Except it's a monster.
I need to
Disneyland, but with Ultraman. So Disneyland. Just in Japan.
Okay, we
And Sailor Moon, also in Japan.
I'm watching
Okay, I actually would maybe believe the Ultraman at Disneyland in Japan. Super Rai is kind of based like that, but I definitely... unfortunately, they had... Sailor Moon author has to be a little bit too protective of Sailor Moon, I feel like.
Also, let it be known that both Lila and Fron forgot that there is a Viz redub for Sailor Moon.
Yeah, well, yeah, because the Deke one is just peak. It's peak Deke.
Okay, see, this is an example of Fron laying down the bait.
Yeah, because I wanted to say peak Deke. I mean, can you blame me?
Yes, I can, and I will.
But it got us gay rainbows.
Bait! 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 Anyway, great bait.
No, I actually legit forgot that there was another dub of it.
Yeah,
or like it was more. I know.
And Lila just
Lila just straight didn't know. I forget because I merge them in my brain. Like I go, oh, there's the Viz one, and then I think Deke because that's the original dub, and then I don't like separate them in my brain. Is the problem?
It's true. Sailor Uranus is voiced by Erica Mendez, who voiced Sailor Ryuko from the English dub of Kill la Kill.
Which is okay.
I really liked her performance in the English dub of Kill la Kill.
I did. It's more like that Kill la Kill is another one of those shows that's just it's really hard esoteric to dub. It's really esoteric to dub and it's really esoteric to translate. They did a really, really good job, but like...
How do you mean?
There wasn't...
I'm not sure what you're using esoteric to mean in this scenario.
There's a lot of intonation and in-joke in the way that Japanese is written, and the way that... It's a very Japanese show, is kind of what I'm trying to say. It's the same sort of thing as Evangelion, where there's certain statements where they could be translated in a bunch of different ways, and I think that the English dub did the best, but I don't think there was necessarily a perfect way to do it. Like, I pine for the theoretical perfect English dub of Kill la Kill that just can never exist.
I honestly can't say how much I agree with that. Like, partly because it's been quite a while since I've seen the dub. But I feel like
it's also hard.
But I feel like you're not wrong.
It's also hard because you can only ever watch a show once, and I watched it when it was airing in Japanese. Do I have this? I don't have this. I watched it when it was airing in Japanese, and then I watched the dub when it came out, and it just didn't hit the same. But it wasn't bad. It was just... This isn't gonna ever hit... It's literally the opposite feeling I have about Gurren Lagann, where I don't think the Japanese is bad, but I think that everybody who can speak English should watch it in English.
By the way, if you wind up doing something that you need another body for in the video game, let me know. Thank you, Mushroom. Thank you for the offer.
Yay!
Also, what do you mean I can only rewatch once? Quote from Sam.
You can only watch a show once. Haha! I don't know if you actually don't know that turn of phrase or if you're memeing at me.
No, I'm pretty sure what Fron meant was you can only watch a show for the first time once.
I thought that was what I said. Yes, that was what I meant.
Yeah. Occasionally, I can speak Fron.
That was what I was trying to say. That was what I said in my head.
Yeah, obviously you can watch a show multiple times, unless the show happens to be on a tape that explodes after you watch it. But
like Unus Annus.
What?
It's the show that Markiplier and his weird boy child friend made. They made a YouTube channel that they only did for 1 year. They did an episode every single day, and at the end of that year, they deleted it. They deleted the whole channel.
You cannot rewatch once.
And the channel was called Unus Annus, because it was like Latin for something relevant to the concept of only being able to watch it once.
Okay, so like, I'm gonna steer the conversation back to a previous branching path line. We're gonna explore an alternative timeline here, real quick. You know that whole I see
love
myself.
Lost
That whole I see myself in this, and I do not enjoy that. That was how I felt about Haruhi the character. If I had,
You're gonna have to.
Okay, so like Haruhi Suzumiya, the whole thing is that she's actually a god, and you know we have to dedicate all these, you know, mystical types to keep her happy. Otherwise, she would literally destroy the world or entrap us into the same summer vacation over and over again.
I don't know what you're talking about, but okay. Sounds like a nice young lady.
Ron, I'm gonna need you to put the bait down for a second. Can you do that for me, buddy? Can you do that for me?
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't even trying to bait you. I was just trying to do a cutesy. What do you mean the endless 8 exists?
Hew. Anyway, so like the main point of irony is that Haruhi realizes that she is living the exact same life as everyone else, and therefore she wants to. Oh, you're almost dead, buddy.
Yeah, what the heck happened there? I lost like 3/4 of my health bar.
Maybe it was gravity.
Maybe. I wonder which door we're opening.
Holy shit! Anyway, so the irony is Haruhi wanting to live a very exceptional life while thinking that she's completely ordinary. Meanwhile, she's somehow the most important person in the world. Therefore, what she does is drag a bunch of people into doing a bunch of shenanigans that really only she's ever really interested in. And the majority of everyone else is going through with it, literally because if they don't, she will inadvertently destroy the world. That's more or less what would happen if I had been placed in the center of the universe like that. And that makes me angry. That makes me very angry.
Also, she's not God. God literally gave her powers, or God's powers, which she's using. Which is what I mean by her powers. I don't know if God's a woman in that universe. If it is based, if it's not, I mean, it's fine too.
Ron, please, clean your inventory, it hurts.
I'm definitely.
But Haruhi makes it through, she's an adult now. See, I think that's the real, like, keynote here with things that, you know...
Haruhi's also a show about growing up.
Yeah, Haruhi's a show about growing up. But also, like... It's when a show hits on certain insecurities that make you go, I'm in this picture and I really don't like it, you know?
Yup.
For something like Welcome to the NHK, the insecurities that are present there are insecurities that are I'm very vulnerable with. Whereas Haruhi very specifically feels like a personal attack.
Why? Because you'd blow up the world if you were bored too?
No, because the only reason I have friends is because I am the center of the universe and I have godlike powers, and therefore, like, you know, no one actually likes me. They're just going along with what I want to appease me.
But the big message of Haruhi is she literally has friends regardless of that fact as well.
I mean, yeah, I didn't say I dislike the show or anything like that. But like it very.
Hero, sometimes it's okay to be the main character of your own life.
Me watching Watamote as a teen, it was like watching a car accident. I was about to bring up that exact fucking show.
Doesn't matter when you watch Watamote. Watamote is a car accident in motion. It's a wonderful, horrible, awful car accident in live.
Plus, there's the fact
that chest hero.
Plus, there's the fact that Haruhi's unaware of her powers. I mean, yeah, exactly. But that's part of the whole, feeding into my insecurity type stuff, you know?
I could be misremembering this, but don't they drop that gimmick, like, immediately?
No, they don't. For the entirety of the series, she's completely unaware.
Weird.
Like, you remember how the first aired episode is the movie that they made for the festival?
Yes, I really, really hate that the actual chronological episode is not the airing order.
I love it, but you know, that's a personal taste thing. Anyway, so like throughout the entirety of that film, Haruhi is just like constantly accidentally giving time traveler girl, what was her name, Mikuru? I think it was. Anyway, constantly giving her actual
that
powers,
sound right.
powered laser eye beams, and Yuki has to keep biting into her to undo the accidentally giving her death laser eyes.
Oh wait, hold on. Before you start this,
It is Mikuru. Okay, I was right.
it doesn't sound right, but somebody checked it. I'm assuming.
Yeah, Asahina Mikuru.
Oh, that might be why, because I'm not thinking of her, her given name. I'm thinking of her family name.
I watched Welcome to the NHK the first time months after dropping out of college and becoming a NEET.
Okay.
Oh, real? Alright.
Damn, he be dropping the deep lore for Hero.
Hey, I
didn't know that.
I mean, that's kind of where when I did the bulk of my watching for Welcome to the NHK, was after I dropped out of college and was working at the warehouse full time.
I don't want to talk about working in a warehouse.
In the light novels, Fiona finally tells her about powers. Yeah, I think Sam was saying that, like, you know, at least for the first 4
I
books,
could have sworn that happened. Does she know in one of the movies, Lucky? I was like, I'm pretty sure in something animated she is aware of it.
No, I don't think she is. Like, the disappearance of Yuki Nagato. Actually, hold on. Maybe Kyon does tell her in that one. Like, as a way to, like, try and get Haruhi to undo, like, whatever it is happened. But that might have been it. I did my high school project about the religions of Haruhiism. I know things about the show. Clearly you do, Sam. Clearly you do.
I don't know. We'll take it under consideration.
Take it under consideration. Anyway. Movie 4 is an alternate reality that she and Nagato created, but when they fix it, not the one who learned that. I remember reading the spin-off series for the disappearance of Yuki Nagato. That was a that was an interesting one that I never actually got to finish, so I just finished it on the cliffhanger where Yuki gets hit by a bus.
Wow, that's the crazy place to just drop a series.
I know, right? It's almost like I've got ADHD or something. Boots!
With the fur?
In the apple bottom jeans.
I have this. Do you have this?
Maybe, probably. We've done enough of these that I think I do.
Doubtful, because we've gotten the chess pieces a bunch on repeat.
Oh, okay. So crunchy. I am, like, crunching hard. With the fur, we're all so old. Yeah, we are.
No, we just have good
Holy
taste.
shit! I'm on fire today.
These are not supposed to be that hard to get to the end of. Like, it's not supposed to literally just be a 50-50 coin flip. They do weight it in your favor a little bit, I feel like. At least for the older ones.
Go-Goat 13 is pretty good. Ron, what's Go-Goat 13?
It's an old, not tokusatsu, but I know the name. It's not tokusatsu, but it's like in the vein of tokusatsu, because it's...
Oops, I accidentally gave
No, Mushroom's gonna have to tell, because I can't... I know the name, but I can't, like, picture what the series is about. Yeah, Go-Go 13's the manga about a spy. It's very cool. But...
Isn't that Spy Family?
No. Spy Family is a movie about have children, Japanese people, dear God, our population is declining, help.
No, that's Darling in the Franxx.
No, they don't want them to have kids in that.
Snakes! Frons, snakes!
No, it's a sea serpent. It's very different. It's not a reptile.
Hey. He looks like Kenshiro from Fist of the North Star. I haven't actually seen Fist of the North Star, but I want.
Oh my god, did you hear that Detective Conan is finally ending?
I did! I didn't realize it was still going!
Oh yeah, no, it never stopped. It just made Detective Conan for like decades.
What was it going on for? Like 30, 40 years?
Yeah, something like that.
I can't imagine keeping a weekly series that long.
I don't think it was weekly after a point. I think it was a lot of they were doing like movies or like OVAs and stuff. But regardless, the point stands. I cannot imagine having a series going on for that long, and unless it's like a JoJo's where they keep changing the perspective character to tell new stories.
Everything I know about Detective Conan is that it's always been Conan as the main character, but it's also like a mystery, right? How do you fucking keep coming up with new mysteries that often?
Because same way that Sherlock Holmes did, the authors keep deciding that he walks into a new murder mystery.
I mean, yeah, but like.
Also, they introduced his gay boyfriend, Kaito.
Yay! Pants!
Pants. I do not have these.
Alright, congratulations. Congratulations on your new pants.
We don't need the autumnal ginkgo tree.
There's many ways to kill people. I mean, like, yeah. So I was gonna go into a spiel of like how many different kinds of twists and stuff can you come up with mysteries, but like they're already like different archetypes of
no.
It
It gets pretty bad after a point. They get pretty dumb.
No. But that's what I'm saying, right? I'm saying that there's like already a limit to how many different types of mysteries you can write about. That was something that was touched upon in Dead Man Rising with the Knives Out series, the third movie. It's like, oh, this is a classic, closed door mystery, and here are the ways that this sort of thing gets, is possible and all that, without literally going into magic bullshit or whatever. Trying to go deposit all of our items into our retainers, by the way.
Yeah, and yes, you're right. There is the questionably sexual other scientist child.
Oh, that reminds me. Okay, so real quick, Fron and I already cleared up the discussion from earlier this week. But with regards to, sequels and quality movies, the Knives Out films are very much like that,
Oh yeah, for anybody else, I figured out what was bugging the shit out of me about the way that Hero was talking about rating the Marvel films, being like, do they stand well on their own? And me going, it's not that I don't agree with you about whether a movie's good or bad, but it's the fact that the way that she talks about it is like semi-ignoring the fact that they are literally sequels, and I'm like, you're judging a fish by how well it can fly. Of course it's gonna suck as a movie by itself. It's literally written to be watched after the other ones.
I mean, I do try to keep that in mind when I'm rating, sequels.
And it's not that I don't believe that you do, it's that, it's not the way that you phrase it, or it's not the way that I interpret your phrasing.
Well, that is
the better way to say that.
Well, that is the biggest enabler for PvP.
Yeah, because, for the most part, I think almost everything that you've agreed with being a good or a bad Marvel movie, I've been like, uh-huh, yep, agree with that one. That movie does kind of suck.
Oh my... I'm going to have to go on another tangent about Civil War, because I've been thinking about it all week. In terms of what exactly my issue with it is versus, the other collab films. But I've got to go drop some stuff off first, real. Quote from Sam. Also, first of all, thank you for the shrimp check, Lucky. I am crunching. I'm crunching it. Ah. We should judge them as Star Trek or Doctor Who episodes. Short movies, which are sequels from the previous ones.
But again, it goes back to something I said during us talking about that, me typing on in chat of you can make a sequel written to be a sequel, and you can make a sequel written to be a sequel but still independent of the thing that it's a sequel to. Yeah. The Marvel movies are not written in a way to be standalone movies from their predecessors. Something like Terminator 2, well, it knowing, having seen Terminator 1 is going to get you up to speed fast, it's written with the intent that it can be watched standalone.
Yeah, and like, so actually, another example that I was thinking about, since the third movie is going to be coming out, I think in the next year or so, the Spider-Verse sequel, right? Like, keeping in mind that it is a sequel that follows up on the events of that first movie, it's still a really, really good movie. It is still, I don't know how well it holds up on its own, because I, like, at the time that I was watching it for the first time in theaters, I didn't really have the context of, like, you know, trying to think about that. I was just enjoying the film for what it was. But it was,
when you can watch rather than watching anything else. Yes, that's the point of the first movies usually.
but like, you know, watching Across the Spider-Verse, it was still a really fucking good movie. Like, it wasn't one that made me feel like I had to have watched the first one. Is important.
Yes.
Is important. But also, there are good movies that do what Across the Multiverse Spider-Verse did, which was leave the audience with a cliffhanger, not actually wrap up in its own, because the runtime is so goddamn long, and then that kind of just spills over into the next movie, which, you know, it's the Empire Strikes Back effect, right?
So this is semi-relevant. Do you remember talking about Brand New Day last week? And what specifically a comment I said about it?
Don't spoil that Jean Grey's in the movie.
Yes, that you are correct. You did remember that. Good job. Proud of you, hero head pats. No, the fact of Brand New Day is the first Marvel movie that has done a split plot that is both doing its own thing while also existing to set up further ideas for later parts of the Marvel continuity, that did not fumble it. It does a good job making its A and B plot the same plot. That is the issue that I determine with a lot of these movies that you're talking about, or the way that I would describe it, is that they fumble. Are you good to go?
I'm gonna crack this map, and then I'm gonna go grab the another.
Let me grab more maps. That they fumble the implicit thing that they need to be doing, which is juggling the story that they are trying to tell while also setting up things for other Marvel movies.
Don't spoil that Brand New Day is a Severance spinoff.
You know, in a way, you're not wrong.
I haven't actually seen Severance, but I know what the general premise and the quote twist stuff is. So, like,
well, they lay out the twist of Severance, that the Severance, what the Severance program is, immediately. The show is so much more than that.
Right? Yeah, I mostly know it as the that one show that Ben from The Office is in.
Yeah.
And like, I've also mostly everything I know about it came from a Pillar of Garbage video essay that I watched without really even knowing that this was a show to begin with. So take that for what it is.
Streaming culture, baby.
Baby. Anyway, we're gonna go to the turning mist whenever you're ready.
Yeah, I have my maps. I'm ready to go.
Oh. Something brand new day, something. So like, that did kind of give me a modus operandum going into the post-streaming era Marvel films. Let me just find where this one thing is, probably. Oh, you might be right. Alright, sweet. Let's go. Anyway. So, there are some good MCU shows that hit streaming service. Or at least, like, I have heard that they are good by word of mouth. And I am interested in seeing them. Things like Loki, things like WandaVision. However, for the sake of evaluating some of these films, I've kind of decided that I'm willing to take a bit of a personal hit to my enjoyment in order to find out, like, how much I actually like these films as standalone films. So I'm gonna hold off on watching the series stuff until just like there are good points for me to watch the series. I'm not gonna hold them as prerequisites to
So
advancing through the MCU films.
if you watch Multiverse of Madness without watching WandaVision, I think you will think that Multiverse of Madness is an okay movie. Mostly because the reference and setup stuff it does is a lot more like, hey, do you know Marvel? Like in general, not specifically the MCU.
I've heard that that Multiverses Madness is how they quote explain the Fox properties getting folded in.
I mean, they could have done that anyway. Like that's not. Do you have Twilight of the Thalian
I do
Orchestrion?
not.
Cool. You're getting that because I have it already.
Let me crack that room.
They could have done that any number of ways. That's just the way that they conveniently did it. Though they did sort of do it in a really cheap way, if you know Marvel. Mostly because they wanted to make Wanda an incredibly threatening villain, and they do a very good job of that.
On the topic of Marvel movies, I frankly hate that movies require homework. Yeah, I'm not a fan of it either, and that was part of what inspired the rant earlier this week.
I don't disagree with that. I don't necessarily think I don't think all movies should require homework, but I don't think it's inherently a bad thing as long as you're very upfront about that, which Marvel has never shied away from no, we're expecting you to come watch all of the movies. And if that's not your thing, perfectly fair. Very much understand that. It is exhausting.
It is exhausting, but also like it was something that was a little bit more of a reasonable ask when they weren't just like pumping out a bunch of stuff at once.
Yes.
The Marvel,
yes, it was
the streaming service
so much more
era
reasonable. It was like one movie a year.
It's not a new thing to comment on the fact that the streaming service era has been shoveling out a lot of different things. Not all of which are, continuing to be brought up and relevant again in the films. So if you watch some of this stuff explicitly to try and quote keep up with the stuff that's relevant and matters, kind of end up feeling like you wasted your time.
Yeah. That's why I haven't watched any of the shows. Because the importance of the shows for the most part can be summed up in a couple of sentences. I genuinely think the only two shows that are really, really worth watching for an actual enjoyment at a baseline thing are Loki and WandaVision. Falcon and the Winter Soldier, I don't necessarily know if it's good or bad. I just don't think it's worth your time because it doesn't. The stuff that it exists to set up can be explained in like 2 sentences.
Be over.
No.
Like watching the first movie before the second one is fine, but I don't want to watch a whole fucking show. That's really at the heart of like.
We're in the wrong part of the river.
Are we? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah? I think we're... Hold on. Is it right here? No, can't... Yeah, wait.
This is like the general area. We're just not in the... There we go. There we go.
Yeah, it was like, it is like right here.
Agatha's a great show if you like witches. I've heard Agatha's an alright. Has almost nothing to do with the other Marvel stories. It's a bunch of witches being cool. I mean, I do like that.
Yeah, I was like, that's not a Marvel thing.
Yeah.
I'll stick to Charmed, thank you very much.
Yeah. God. Honestly, like... I think about how much fun I had watching the first Avengers film. Even, with it being kind of a simpler film. And I enjoyed it. It was great. I remember Age of Ultron. And I go, well, it's not like doing anything fantastic, but I'm still here. I'm still having an okay time. Maybe maybe I have like, a bunch of stuff that I really, really wish the film had done. Especially like, things that I wish that it would have not done. like, you know, just killing off a brand new character that you introduced in kind of a silly way.
Yeah,
Like,
that was I will never defend that. That was such a weird decision to do.
like rewatching it, I kind of understand it a little bit better. It's not as silly of a death as it was before, but that's on the Watsonian level. On the actual, like, you know, you are literally someone who is writing this into the script level. Like, come on.
The thing, my feeling on it now, like so much later, is they kind of pigeonholed themselves where the point of it was just to get a certain character angry so that they would swap sides, and they didn't need to kill the first character to do that. They could have
No, because we were
just
already past that point.
Yeah, that too. Like,
my biggest issue with Civil War, for anyone who, you know, missed the rant earlier this week, the biggest issue really is that not that it's a crossover film that requires a lot of setup, although it definitely requires that. No, the biggest issue is that it pretends to, you know, want to have a discussion about a big crossover event that happened in the comics, and then it doesn't do anything with that because this movie really just exists to explain why the Avengers aren't hanging out for some of the other film, you know?
I mean, to be fair, that's how I feel about the Civil War plotline in general. Is it just...
Yeah, Civil War plotline was not good. It was not good, like, at all.
And it's not even that they couldn't have done it good, it's just that they've never chosen to do it good.
Yeah, even when they tried doing Civil War the second, you know? It just...
Marvel actually might just be dog shit at writing plotlines.
Like, I was already not into the idea of, like, you know, superheroes fighting superheroes. Like, I understand if you want to have, like, your little bit of fanfare of, like, oh, which superhero would win if they had to fight each other, and, like, you know, show that off a little bit before we inevitably...
But you don't have to destabilize your entire universe to do that.
Yeah, like, there is a genuine philosophical discussion to have with regards to a superhero group that operates independently and ignores, you know, country sovereignty and stuff like that, especially when their conflicts inevitably get innocents hurt. Like, we have seen
Hero,
that story...
I apologize, I'm dumb. This is not where we need to be. Sorry.
Wait, what do I care? Anyway. But Hero Tatake. Wait, what?
Haruhi?
Isn't that Injustice for DC? Kind of, a little bit.
Yes, it's also Injustice for DC. I also honestly, Injustice for DC is worse than Civil War for Marvel.
So, like, here's the thing, right? This is not an uncommon story beat. It's not like Civil War was the first and only story to ever have done that. I am not saying that by any stretch of the imagination. It's just that Marvel was particularly bad with their own rendition of it, you know?
I mean, it's still better than Injustice. Injustice is the dumbest piece of setup I have ever seen for something. It's mostly because, oh, we have to create some sort of reason for the two heroes to want to fight each other, and inevitably they come up with the dumbest thing on the face of the planet.
I was referencing
honestly,
Kamen Rider Ryuki, that is basically heroes fighting heroes.
It is heroes fighting heroes. Also, to be fair, the movie version of Civil War at least makes sense for a reason for Cap and Tony to be pissed off at each other.
Right, but see, here's the thing too, right? Like, I like it from a drama perspective. I like it from a drama perspective of Steve is going to continue to be wary of any sort of, like, you know, agendas that countries have. Like, he literally just went through that with Hydra infiltrating S.H.I.E.L.D. and all this other stuff. Like, you know, there's very good... Oh, fucking hell, let's see it.
I can figure this out. Hold on. I'll teleport us there.
So I'm going to continue. So, like, there is some pushback on that, but really, the whole, like, main through line here is Steve trying to protect Bucky. It's trying to, like, you know, protect that piece of the old world that he still has left behind. It's one of his best friends. This is why we have so much, you know, Steve Bucky fan fiction and all that. Like, all that is perfectly good and fine. But it's also like one of the most inadvertently funny moments in the film, when the second that Stark realizes that Steve is right, that Bucky was framed and all that, that the oversight that he was championing for, he is so quick to dismiss and, like, you know, go back behind, because, well, Cap was actually right, actually, and there actually is something going on now, so let's just pretend that, you know, I'm not here, so I don't have to, you know, the joke is arrest myself. Let's not tell General Ross about any of this. And it's like, yeah, this is almost as dumb as it was in the comics, because
well, it's dumber. It's dumber because it's in reverse, actually. Yeah, because, like, Civil War makes more sense when Cap's the one that's like, hey, I think we should document all the superheroes.
Yeah, but no, Cap was on the other side of that. Cap was like,
no, I'm pretty. I thought in the comic it was Cap was the one that was on the team certify all superheroes.
No, that was Stark, because he worked with Reed Richards to come up with a super prison alternate dimension where they would, you know, put all the empowered villains, because clearly, you know, penal justice system is the best way to deal with stuff like this. But anyway, no, the funny thing is how it's so clear that the only reason Stark went through with any of this was because of, you know, the guilt, right? He was being guilt tripped by a victim's mother into doing this stuff, but it wasn't something that he actually believed in. It was...
Hero, it's your map.
Oh, it's my map. Okay. I only know about Injustice through the games, and I enjoyed the games. I've heard the Injustice games are...
I just don't like evil Superman. I just think it's such a... I don't like evil Superman at all. I just don't think it's well written or well thought out at all.
I agree. Like, so often it feels like the people who are writing, oh, but if Superman were real, he'd be a jackass, actually just fundamentally don't understand what makes Superman a great character.
It fundamentally spits in the face of, yes, no, Homelander's a bitch. Evil Superman fundamentally spits in the face of the intention of Superman also, which just sort of bugs me at a base level. You got more maps, Hero? Because I'm out.
I am actually out, so let's go back, drop our stuff off with the retainers, and get more maps.
Cool.
It was poorly written in the game, but there are a lot of good moments outside of that, I think.
I do believe that.
I believe that, too.
I do believe that. It's more specifically the Injustice storyline the games have been telling. The games and the comics around the games they've been telling I do not like.
So, like, there's actually a very good breakdown by Overly Sarcastic Productions about, quote, Superman.
Yes.
Invincible is a good example of what if...
so good.
Invincible is they call Invincible, what if Superman's dad was evil? Which I think is...
Well, that's literally what Invincible is. Yeah. Is my dad is Superman, but evil. I am Superman, but I don't like what my dad's doing.
Yeah.
But it does affect me.
Yeah. And that's really, like, the, just kind of the crux of it, because, like, the people who so often, you know, try to claim that Superman would actually, like, be a jerk are the people who would do that sort of thing themselves more often than not, because they just keep forgetting that Clark Kent literally was a kid that just grew up in a small town on a farm in the state of Kansas. Actually, he's like about as normal as a guy as you know, an empowered teen can get. Like, despite the fact that he has no powers, Bruce Wayne is actually the least normal type person ever, and that's not just because he was orphaned at a young age. I mean, the money gap kind of makes sure of that.
Yeah, Bruce, you got all this money. It could be fixing crime on the streets, but you decided to just make a bat suit and beat it up instead.
See, oh my god, when you bring that up, that reminds me of the Batman, like the Robert Pattinson Batman, right? And that is another example of we can have fun superhero movies that also have something really meaningful to say with the space they have in this film. because that is exactly it. That is like it jumps right into shortly after Robert Pattinson Batman becomes Batman, and he is just like beating bad guys up and like trying to do vigilante justice, and he realizes it's not working. And then he finds out about the corruption in the foundation that his parents set up, how there's like no oversight to like make the money go where it's actually supposed to go. And he realizes, oh shit, the solution isn't actually to beat up people, it's actually to step up and be a community leader and use what I have to help others. And that is such a good fucking message for a superhero film.
I don't know what you're talking about. Not that in like the joking way. Like I literally don't know what Batman property you're talking about, but it sounds sick.
Oh, you haven't seen Robert Pattinson's The Batman, the movie that came out like 3 years ago?
To be fair, I really don't like DC. I like the DC animated cartoons. Those have been absolutely fire, but there's a lot of DC stuff I just do not like.
Okay, so like a few
it's
years
called Invincible, but I can see him. God damn it, Ed.
What if someone with superpowers was evil? So a guy with a gun?
Correct.
But okay, so like you are in for a treat then. If you like seeing superheroes actually doing like good work, then The Batman is a very good film. It goes back to that, noir detective style storyline that the animated series was so good about doing. The whole, detective comics type stuff. Oh, there's Banana. And it's just a very good performance from Robert Pattinson too. Also, it's like it's like one of the first good Batman movies in forever that don't feature the Joker as its main villain. It's actually the Riddler.
Oh, it's that one. Okay.
Yeah, the one where they're like, he's got like 2,000 followers on Twitter.
God, I forgot people don't think that movie's not a flaming pile of trash.
It's a good movie. Like, legitimately actually good.
I believe you, but I don't think I've ever heard a single other human being say a good thing about it.
Really? Because I heard almost nothing but good things about it when it came out. Also, it had like
maybe I'm still thinking of the wrong movie. That's very possible.
Also, I want to point out that there was a crossover promotion with Little Caesars when it came out. They had like this whole Batman calzone, which was literally we just cut the edges of this pizza and then we folded them in to make it look like a bat. It was great. I loved it.
Hero.
Yes.
You should trade me maps so that we can get more maps out.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Always am, baby.
Rare Fron win.
Sure. Rare Frons W.
All right, I think I've got like one more letter after that. That's where those memes come from. He doesn't know. Does he know? Does he actually know? All right. Yeah, I was right. This is the last.
Damn.
Fron map with Ron letter map.
I guess I gotta start doing maps daily again.
You get to start doing maps daily again.
Oh, I could have been doing it now. I could have been emailing you more. I just didn't feel like it. I haven't been turning on 14 a bunch because new Genshin content and technically time-limited FGO main story content.
Photographers be like, you should trade me more maps. Isn't that just Conifer?
Yes.
Hollow Knight Conifer? Conifer Hollow Knight?
What is that? Yes, Conifer from Hollow Knight. I was like, I know this.
Anyway, did you get around to watching the James Gunn Superman?
Is me? Is it directed at me?
Yes, directed at you.
Oh, I don't watch movies if I can help it. Also,
that's right.
I've literally heard nothing but awful things about those movies.
Are you sure you're not thinking of the James Gunn Supergirl?
No, I'm thinking of the Superman one.
The Superman movie, I've heard nothing but good stuff on it, and like I saw it, and it also was a good movie.
Wait,
like this is the one where they turned Lexar. Let's see, it's the one where Lex Luthor is betrayed by an entitled white guy, as opposed to the Chrome Dome bald black man that the animated versions be going with, which I think works a lot better for this movie's message in particular.
I should watch more movies. There's not enough hours in the day, Hero.
Yeah, and like it's so much easier to watch movies when you have people to watch them with and talk to as it's
Oh
going.
my god, yes, and I don't have anybody that doesn't get angry at me when I do that.
It's one of the benefits of putting on subtitles. You can keep following along with the movie while people are talking and not actually miss what's being.
He wasn't black in the Superman animated series, just really tan.
Wasn't he though? Like I could have sworn I remember. No.
Wait,
That's.
Wait. I
The
fucked up? Hold on.
The Superman movie is really good. It's really good, Frons. Please watch it. The villain is Israel. Yeah, that's about right.
Oh, that does sound fucking sick. Yeah, I'll watch that.
Yeah, it's literally Superman standing in for, not Gaza and saying, hey, guys, can we please not do a genocide?
What the... Why am I having a... Oh, okay. That's why. Oh, god damn it. It's literally right outside Zenith. Son of a bitch.
Hold on. Lucky, are you alluding to like something someone said online?
I feel like Lucky has to be the way that that's phrased.
Yeah, that has to be. Especially
It sounds like something a right-wing chud would say to try and say that the character that they like and identify with isn't black.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's the vibe I'm getting.
Your ever so often reminder, if you're a right-wing chud, please get the fuck out and reconsider your life and maybe come back after you do.
Man, I wish it was that easy. I wish it was that easy.
I will make you feel as uncomfortable as possible in our streams.
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, those movies were good. Like, I heard that Supergirl kind of flopped, but eh. Man of the Batman. And we also get the Batman we get the Batman 2. We get the sequel in like a year or so.
Some black people sometimes claim him as one of ours? Yes, but nope. I think it was said somewhere that Lex in the animated series was just tan. Oh, okay.
That is
the way you phrased that definitely made that sound like it was somebody doing some sort of copium joke.
Yeah. Although at least in like the modern animated series, I'm pretty sure he's pretty explicitly black.
The Supergirl one?
No, Lex Luthor.
Oh yeah, okay. I was like,
yeah.
Is that technically modern? Because like when you say modern, the one I'm thinking of immediately is the Supergirl one that's airing like right now.
The television show Supergirl?
Yeah.
I haven't seen that in like years, and even then, I only saw like the first few seasons.
Really?
Yeah.
I think it has another season that's airing right now because I've been seeing nonstop clips of it, and it's so good. Oh, it's just sharing it too. That's why.
How is it still going?
Because they did a time travel from the future plot about their kids.
No. I mean, like, is this the CW Supergirl show that you're talking about?
No. This is the like the new. It's technically a Superman show, but the most recent stuff has been dealing with Kara.
Oh, okay. Then that's different than what I was thinking of. I was thinking of the what was her name? Dreamer? One of DC's first transgender superheroes, I think. Like she made her debut in Supergirl.
No idea.
Why in the world would any right-wing person be watching this stream? Look, some people
I don't think they would be. I'm just saying, reminder, if you're a right-wing chud, please get the fuck out.
Like, that's correct, but also, like, don't underestimate how often people will, in fact, just hate watch, especially when they're from the right.
I mean, yeah, I would say, I believe that this is someone trying to, air quotes, troll the libs, but I did get caught up on a news story today about a cafe owner somewhere that was going to sell their cafe to donate the funds to a Trump attempt at a third term, and then when confronted on it, they were like, "Oh, I was just joking to own the libs. I'm just actually going to give all the money to Mamdani." And someone was like, "Why?" And they're like, "Oh, well, I really like Mamdani."
So
I'm like, I don't know if you're stupid or joking, because it could be either.
No, I believe that. I believe that for a fact. So, like, I don't want to get like too deep into the weeds on this, especially when like, I just kind of want to hang out for fun. But it is disturbing how often like conservatives will just like say and potentially do stuff just to quote own the libs when they don't really believe in the thing that they're doing or saying.
Yeah, I was also bringing this up more of a no. Sometimes people just can say truthful things that have complete dissonance with each other. They're just fucking weird.
It's true. Part of it is that the political analysts are finding that, the reason why Trump got a lot of the voters that he did wasn't because people believed in a lot of the stuff, but because he was the quote anti-establishment pick, when a lot of these people just really do not like the government as a governing body, and thus will pick whichever one is the most subversive without putting in a lot of critical thought to what exactly the policies presented will be.
Would you like some psychic damage?
No, but go for it.
So there is a new YouTuber I have found that I do not remember the name of right now, who I've been following because they do a bunch of interesting like argumentative deep dives on things like Roman history and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
They did a video about how I was a right-wing chud and stopped being a right-wing chud. And when they're going over the period of time for like the first Trump campaign, they went, oh, I wanted to vote for him because to me he was closer to Bernie Sanders than he was to Hillary Clinton. And I kind of looked at that and I went, ah. And then I went, I get it, but ah.
Yeah.
It's your map.
Oh, is it my map?
I think. No, it's my map.
Yeah, I thought it was your map. Yeah.
Oops.
Columbia's importing American grifters. It's awful. Yeah, American grifters are fucking awful.
Sorry.
This is part of why I like watching watching Anthony Gramuglia. Like, he does tend to get involved in a lot of the back and forth, but he tries to keep it explicitly to media takes from people who are, usually grifters or associated with grifters. And it's very much about, debunking the shit that they're shoveling out.
Yeah, because it's important to do that. Someone has to have the energy to, like, actually look into this stuff because it's just... Fuck grift culture, man.
Yeah, I mean, like, results of capitalism, society, and all that. You show me the reward, and I'll show you what happens type shit, but, like...
Fuck the just asking questions crowd, too.
Yeah, for real. But anyway, that's not really what we're here for,
Nope, that's not. It's not what I want to be talking about.
But it is important to make, like, our stance clear every once in a while.
Yeah, I also just really like puffing out my chest and going, if you're a right-wing should get the fuck out.
We call those rent-lowering gunshots around here.
Oh, man, yeah. No, I every time I drive by a loaner library on my drive to or from work, I'm just like, man, I really wish somebody would put one of those in there. Put a rent-lowering device in there. That'd be funny.
Oh, you don't even need to, like, use a real gun. You just gotta make something that makes a loud, harsh
you
sound.
you get a starter pistol.
Oh, speaking of 14, please do
like races and stuff.
The summer event. Hey, Fron,
I did summer event.
Is it the same as last year?
No.
It's actually a new one.
No, they're never the same. They never literally just straight rerun an event.
There's that yokai.
Okay, fair enough. Yokai is literally a straight rerun, but I don't know how they do a sequel to it technically after the second run. But no, even like the horse one, the horse New Year's one, is a sequel to the original one. The Easter event this year was a sequel to the last Easter event. The Halloween event was a sequel to the last Halloween event. They usually don't just rerun it because they want you to feel continuity with your character.
Yeah, that's true.
But they also write it with the allowance that you could be a first-time player as well.
It's true.
The horse one was about harsh font. It was sad. Yes. It's one of the few events that I think they should rerun.
Yay! Third chamber. Oh, real? Oh, by the way, going back to Ant's channel, Anthony Gramuglia. him being a horror fan and constantly bringing up horror films as examples of like, basically counterexamples to popular or misguided assertions about media. Very, very good. It's actually gotten me really interested in checking out horror films now. Despite the fact that you used to not be able to like pay me enough to go into one of those.
I love horror films as a concept. I hate watching them because I don't like being jump scared, but I love psychological horror and I love the cinematography of horror movies.
I used to be really bad with oh god. Not like fantasy horror, but occult horror. Spirits and ghosts and type shit. Because I always had this rationale of like, but I can't actually fight them. Like I can't punch a ghost in the face. No. Like The Grudge really fucking freaked me out.
I think I understand what you're saying, but you said it in the most interesting way possible. Like, I get what you're saying of, like, that's why they creep you out, but that was, like, not how you phrased it.
Let's see. After we finish this mob, I want to catch up on chat real quick, because I think some folks have said some interesting stuff. Starting with a comment Sam posted. I watched a streamer doing the summer event of 2026 and learned that certain characters going to not die in Endwalker. He was pissed about him being alive. What the fuck?
What? That definitely isn't part of the event. It might be something that's on the boat, but it's definitely not part of the actual storyline of the event.
Mushroom says, recommend watching Exorcist 3. # trust me.
I mean, the Exorcist movies in general are just really good.
I really liked the first one. That was some really fun cinematography. And, like, some of the lines are just iconic as hell, I haven't seen
I
the
find
second
humans way scarier than magical monsters. I mean, yeah, usually the best horror movies are movies where the fear is about something that you don't have agency over, whether that be another human being or a force you can't fight against.
True. But also, horror films. Lots of sequels. Definitely don't need to watch all of them to understand what's going on in any particular one.
Well, yes, because horror does a lot more of that standalone thing where there's little interlocking details if you're paying attention, but
yeah.
Each movie is written to be on its own. The Conjuring series, which is way bigger than you think it is, I can almost guarantee you, is huge on that, and it's part of what as a someone who enjoys the cinematography of horror movies really enjoys about it. These little subtle connections that if you're not paying attention or you're not thinking about it, you wouldn't recognize. But if you don't, it doesn't affect the quality of the movie at all.
Horror movies just get worse and worse if they make too many sequels. I mean, yes and no. After a point, it's definitely being made, to cash in on brand recognition. I
think it matters whether you have people that just sort of stop bother. It's what the movie's trying to do as well, because like when you say that, my first thought is like Jason in space, and I'm like, yeah, well, it's bad because they weren't trying anymore. They were just trying to pump out something that they expected people to go see. They weren't trying to make a good product. But like the Conjuring
Giant Minotaur
series,
Man, Giant Minotaur Man.
Hi, Argus. The Conjuring series has a whole bunch of sequels, but they're all still really quality because they have effort put into them consistently. They're not just sort of phoning it in.
Yeah, but also like the Nightmare on Elm Street stuff. I think it's like either the third or the fourth movie where they actually bring back the girl who survived in the first film as an adult who can actually help the kids, and it adds quite a bit. I want to check that movie out.
They've been doing that with most of the recent Elm Street movies and Friday the 13th movies, and it's actually one of the really good uses of what's the word I'm trying to think of? Fan service that I've seen in recent Western movies, and I really like it because it feels like a return to when movies felt like they were having effort and put into them.
Leprechaun in the Hood? Is that is that a sequel
No,
to Leprechaun?
Yes, it is. It is a it is a legendarily bad movie.
Okay, but is it as bad as Jaws 4, where the shark apparently just like flies across the ocean?
Dude, Jaws 4 is amazing. Shut your mouth. Jaws 4 is so stupid and good. Like Jaws 4 is verging on scary movie territories of satire, of self-satire.
Jason X movies, fuck. I really want to watch the slasher versus films. Those have been on my radar to watch for the longest time, even when I was terrified of actually watching like the films themselves.
Yeah, like Jason and Freddy Krueger are very scary for different reasons. But they are a very surprise. They're an interesting pair that doesn't feel like they should work when you actually think about it, but works surprisingly well. Because Jason is scary because he's unstoppable. Like you just can't put the guy down. Whereas whereas Freddy Krueger is usually pretty scary because you have no agency over him because dreams.
I'll say this.
But surprisingly, they're really scary. They're both really scary and work good as counterpoints to each other.
The Saw movies are a step too far for me.
Saw is horror murder porn. Like it,
yeah.
They are good movies, but they're going for a different thing.
They very much are. Like my sister, like my eldest younger sibling, she loved the Saw movies because you just took that part of our parents that loved watching horror films. I can't stand them. I got that weak constitution. My husband is the same way. He loves watching lore videos about the Saw movies, but he will never actually watch them himself.
Doing the Full Metal Alchemist handshake thing with your husband.
Wait, what?
Isn't that what you just said? You just said your husband's the one that does that?
One watching the lore videos without actually watching the films?
Yeah.
But like, I need you to elaborate on the handshake part.
The meat day handshake. The Izumi's husband and Armstrong
I know what meme you're
the...
referring to, but why are you referencing the meme?
Because I do the same thing with horror movies. It's super based. It's a great way to experience them, but even if you can't actually bring yourself to watch them.
Okay, that's what I needed to hear. Okay, thank you.
What did you think I meant?
I didn't know what you meant. That's why I was asking, Ron. See,
well, I think I was very straightforward and clear.
See, this is why we got people hanging out with us, because we're just like, fun time podcasty stuff.
Okay, I can't get in the AoEs for these guys or I'm going to die.
Yeah, you really will.
I didn't realize it was stone. I thought it was paralyzed.
I mean, they both keep you from moving, so they can't be that different, right?
No, stone is actually a hard stop and can't be cured with a Sunit. Paralyzed is technically a chance stop, but it can be cleansed.
Alright.
Petra Breath. I'm surprised Petra Breath isn't a blue magic spell, honestly.
I think it... What?
I don't think so. Not in 14.
I mean, there is, like, petrification, though,
Yes, there is a blue magic petrification spell. It's just not Petra Breath.
Huh.
Something else.
Petra Parker Breath?
Petra Parker Breath. I don't like Oh, hi, Argus! Okay, guess we're doing this now.
Alright, be very careful with how you're about to phrase that, Fron. What is it that you don't like about Petra Parker?
Oh, the name.
You're not the first person I've seen who said that, and, like, admittedly, it's a very
You're right.
dopey
That's the
game.
first person you saw that said that was me earlier.
Okay. Okay. So here's where you really get to, dig yourself a hole. Why don't you like the name?
It's weird that Peter would have decided that they wanted their fem name to be something so Austrian or like Russian. That's just what feels weird to me. Like the Bronx kid would have just picked a very like Russian sounding name.
Okay.
Like,
you know what?
I'm being 100% honest. That is actually like my first thought. Like, this feels weird.
All right, you've been given a stay of execution then. Because like I have seen people who complain about it, like trans folk who complain about it, and they're like, "Man, I want to be supportive, but Petra," and it's like, okay, okay, so it's a fictional character. You can not like the name. That's fine. That's fine. I'm not saying that you have to like the name. I'm not saying that if you are doing your own fan art, you can't come up with like your own name for Parker. That's fine. But
I have this shirt already, so you can have it.
I definitely don't want that shirt.
Oh my god, how am I? Oh my god, I got so much materia.
Oh
God
no,
damn
me
it.
too.
In Argus.
All right, I'm just gonna discard a couple of things real quick. We don't need any of these pots. Hey, Petra Parker is canon to agree. I mean, like, yeah, but that's not the question. Anyway, continuing my thought. I have seen folks who say that it's like passe or cringe for a trans person to pick a name that's just like an opposite genderized version of the name that they had before. And like, if that is the reason why you hate the name Petra Parker, first of all, fuck you. Fuck you. That is like, doesn't matter if you think it's passe or whatever. Like, people do that literally all the time. I know people personally who chose feminized versions of their masculine birth names as their, their names once they came out.
My god, I gotta go deal with all of this materia.
I mean, I was called Sam, and now I'm called Sam as well. I mean, like, yeah, you got lucky with it.
Yeah, but like, Sam, what is your actual name shortened Sam, or was both of them elongated Sam? Because like, Sam is technically a shortened version of two potential names.
I mean, we also don't need an answer like that. That's not a question that you...
Yeah, I guess we don't really need an answer, but like but I said my point of like, Sam is a shortened version of potentially two different names, both of which are opposite gendered.
Honestly, I do. So like, here's the thing. I understand, like, thinking that the name Petra is a little cringe or whatever, but that actually makes me love it more.
It does too. It's just every time my brain's like, a Bronx kid named themselves this. Really?
She wasn't a Bronx kid. She's from fucking Queens.
Even worse. Even worse.
How is that worse?
I mean, I'm saying I have an issue with it, but I have an issue with it in the way that it like puts a dumb smile on my face.
See, this is why on Discord we use tone indicators.
Yeah. Well, you can't hear the smile on my face talking about this.
I mean, like, I can hear it, but also, like, this is why when we're on Discord specifically, we use tone indicators,
It's true.
I swear to God, if you weren't spamming, hashtag, /tone joking half the time, I would have been like,
yeah,
wow, this is just like a Master Fisher right here.
Wow, I mean, at least I do that rather than, trying to set me up for 15 messages and then doing the thing and me going, God damn, hero, I'm happy you said that because I was about to go off.
Oh, yeah, you were about to just fucking lay into me.
I was about to end your entire career.
Damn. Honestly, I think the whole Petra thing is because it's also a two-syllable name like Peter. I mean, that's probably why.
Yeah, it's just a simple feminine gender sounding version of Peter. Like, that's why they picked Petra. And I get it. There's nothing wrong with that. I look at it and I like I said, contently cringe a little bit. But it's the quality of the comics sells it no matter what. So who cares? Those comics are all amazing.
They really are. They really are. I did see one person bring up a very good point though. That Petra Parker is very, how should I say, not demure, but she's very. I don't have a better word for this. She's very subby, right? Like she's depicted as a very subby trans girl. When like if we're going by like what Peter's like in the comics and how he's written, she'd be a very bitingly sarcastic character who's kind of very, very worn down. It feels like Kobeni Chainsaw Man. Oh my god, that is exactly what Petra feels like.
She feels like a less pathetic Kobeni.
It's true, but that's because Kobeni's not like actual factual superhero. No.
I mean, she kind of is.
No, not even. Like part of
kind of based as hell.
I mean, she's based, but that doesn't make her a superhero. Where did you go?
Out to the guild chest.
Oh, okay. Somehow completely. Like, I love Kobeni because she's constantly just like leaking out of her
on the verge of mental breakdown.
On the verge of mental breakdown because she's so out of her depths. A girl failure, if you will. Sadly, yes.
A girl failure, if you will.
Sadly, yes. Girl failure affectionate. Wait, is the Petra Parker stuff an actual comic? I've just been seeing a bunch of fan art. No, it's just fan art.
Well, it's fan art comics. It's not like official Marvel comics, but it's a person making comic style things of it. Like I'm using comic in the here's a little story told through fan art.
Yeah, that's
sort of idea.
Yeah, that sort of thing. Anyway, I do really like that though. Like, it actually. It's funny. I'm surprised. I have seen only one person come up with the idea of Spider Ma'am.
That's you, dude. If they swung up to a villain and introduced themselves like that, they just win on the spot because the villain would just fall over laughing. Because it's so good. It's so funny. Like they could say it straight to my face, and I'd believe that they say it, and I'd still fall over busting a gut.
Tumblr's a wonderful place. I've been enjoying following the tag. There's like 100 new posts on it like every other day now.
Yeah, just say Tumblr got their teeth into it. I'm not surprised.
Also, like...
Oh, God, I really do need to clean up my inventory.
You really do. And, like, we're at the point now where we need to actually, I'm going to have to put these maps back, and I think we're getting close to...
You can trade them to me if you want.
Thank you. I think I will. Wait, no, then you can't get more, right?
I have my retainer and I don't have any maps on me at all right now. In my saddlebag, in my retainers, in my inventory... or in mails that I can send to you.
Petra was from the Ultimate Spider-Man cartoon where they explored gender-swapped universe? Ah. I mean, like, but also, like, look, we already have established that the multiverse is a thing in not just, like, Spider-Man specifically, but also pretty much any superhero property for all time, forever. So, like, the idea that at least one of them is a girl is, like, that's just, that's just calling the peanut butter salty,
Like, my brain also keeps wanting to go, but Penny Parker's right there! And I'm like, yeah, but that's a different character. That is, like, actually a different character. Actually, factually a different character.
True. And even in like, the Ghost Spider universe, if you wanted to try and infer her as trans, which I know a lot of people do, that's still Gwen Stacy. That's not Parker. Like...
Oh, no. Why is my macro broken?
Oh, no. There you go. No? Almost. You almost
won't do it.
You almost had it, buddy. Oh?
Oh my god, I think John Squeenix broke my macros.
Oh no, what happened?
I'm not doing the play dead macro in the air.
No?
No.
Maybe you have to be in like a different spot for it?
Can I play dead here normally?
He's trying to do the thing where that lets him do the thing.
John Squeenix broke my macros. Oh no.
I will give the Spider-Verse that. Not every spider hero is Peter Parker. Yeah, I mean, that's part of what makes it fun, right? That's part of the
Yeah.
That's part of the whole like conflict and story of the whole Spider-Verse thing too.
Pretty sure Gwen did not choose a femme version of her name. I don't think there is one.
I mean, if there is, I can't think of one off the top of my head.
I mean, I could, but it would probably be like Old Arthurian, which, like, if you name your kid that, please don't. They're gonna get bullied. Please don't name your child something that they're gonna get bullied about. Be a better parent than that.
Anyway. Oh god. Honestly, this was great. We haven't had a day to just like sit down and yap like this in a while.
Yeah. Unfortunately, for 8, you were very enthralled with the game, so we haven't had a just sort of like chill and do something and not have to like devote brain power to what we're doing in the game.
I mean, yeah, but can you blame me?
No, I don't. You know that.
Yeah.
We were having a lot of fun.
I was having a lot of fun. Like, Final Fantasy VIII was a very, very good video game.
It was a video game of all time.
I think the whole Gwen trans thing is just the fandom wanting some representation to claim, much like black people have done with old cartoons. I mean, like, you're not wrong. People are definitely reading into certain things with Gwen that aren't necessarily what I would consider hard-coded evidence. Things like the Protect Trans Kids flag that she has in her room, and things like how she interacts with her father, who is a cop, and how the colors change and swirl when they have their reconciliation, stuff like that. There's a lot of like extrapolating to pull meaning without it necessarily being a a quote supported reading, if that makes any sense. Maybe when she opens her heart to her father, the colors turn into the trans flag. Like, come on. That's what I'm talking about, though, right? Like, that doesn't have to mean that, this is hint, hint, nudge, nudge, that Gwen is trans. It could literally just because...
I'm so proud of you for making this argument.
Well, look. It would be awful if you were the one saying it. So, I gotta do my due diligence here.
Thank you for taking this bullet for me, question mark.
Like, yeah. Like, can you extrapolate that Gwen is trans from just things like that? You could, but it's not a proof in text reading, right? Because those colors don't necessarily inherently mean that she's trans. It could just be like, oh, that's because like those are her primary colors when we get into, her costume and stuff like that. It reminded me of Themora when they say, if I don't change forms, I would not die, but I would not be living, and with a trans flag in the background. I mean, like, you're talking about completely different things, right? Because in Themora, it is literally textual. It is literally textual that Themora is either like a gender fluid or non-binary character. Like, the fact that she is queer, the fact that she is different, and she needs to change to express herself, that is textual within the story. That is a hard theme of the story too. Just like the relationship between the knights and Themora. That is very textual. Even ignoring the kiss, right? They get a little kiss in the hand holding at the very end. But even without that, is incredibly textual. It's the same reason why when I say Yuri on Ice, Heart has a very textual relationship between Yuri and Victor as a male-male pairing. Despite the fact that we don't see them kiss. Despite the fact that... we don't see a lot of things that, traditional couples might be doing. It's because there is textual evidence of the relationship. I mean, black people claim Bugs Bunny and Piccolo from DBZ. I knew about Piccolo. I didn't know about Bugs.
I have questions about the Bugs one. But you all there we go. You all absolutely deserve Piccolo. I'm sorry that you don't get better representation in DBZ. Piccolo is amazing. That
being said, Bugs Bunny is a queer icon. Like, that's also very textual. A lot of it.
No, that's explicit by the people who've written Bugs Bunny.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, when I say textual, I mean it is literally there in the text. Like this. Like it goes back to that fucking, the curtains are blue, so therefore this means sad discussion. The meme that people who got angry at their lit teachers for failing them like to throw out. Like, yeah, sometimes the curtains are just blue for the sake of blue because the author just like wanted to say what color the curtains were. But if there's enough like surrounding evidence that helps build this as a theme for what this story and what this scene is about, then we can use it as a piece to point to its bigger truth and bigger message, is what it keeps coming back down to. And this is just something I'm going to keep iterating on again and again because, it's part of my self-study as someone who wants to tell stories and needs to learn the craft of telling a story. The Bugs Bunny thing was over a lack of black characters in animated media. So there are characters we claim due to certain traits and aspects. That was
that both of them, not Bugs specifically.
Bro, yeah. Actually, that reminds me of another really good video. Is Rouge the Bat Latina? By Channel talks about that a lot.
I mean, I don't want to. Sonic community that I am part of. Sonic community that I am part of. Sonic community.
Yes, she is.
Yes, also Sam is correct. Yes, she is. I will not accept any other answer than that. Yes, she is.
Latina here, Rouge is Latina. Yep. Like, it's really up to a peoples to decide whether or not they claim someone as one of their own, you know?
I mean, that was why I was supporting it partly. I wasn't just saying it because...
I guess a better example...
I mean, I do also believe that, but I wasn't just saying it because of that.
I guess a better example of a cartoon character black people claim would be Skeeter from Doug. Yep, that's also correct. I have also seen that. That is to say. Okay, let's wrap this up since we are officially at that point. Oh, gosh, that was... Like I said, that was a nice little just 4-hour veg out and actually just like hang with my bud. We haven't had a chance to do that in even last week. Last week it felt a little more a little more like productivity focused rather than just like let's just get through a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, when we have that many blue mages doing stuff, it does end up feeling like that.
All right, so real quick before we start running out for stream, I want to go ahead and thank everyone who's been hanging out on the YouTube side. By all means, go ahead and give the stream a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and tell people about it if you think they'll enjoy hanging out. We're going to go ahead and YouTube here, bloop. And then, meanwhile, on the Twitch side...
Oh, I'm redeeming